not a good sign, is it? That's never a good sign. Oh no, we are live. We are live. Hello, folks. It had a bit of an issue there. Welcome. It said check your internet connection when I hit live. Welcome all. I'd like to welcome Dig It with Will here.
Hello.
Thanks for coming on. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? Definitely. Right, got loads of things to talk about tonight. I've changed the structure of how I do things. There's 7 in the chat. Let's say hello to everyone that's here first. We've obviously got Will next to me. Hello. We've got Terry. Hello, mate. Terry of Digger's Den. We've got Robert Hunter Collinson. Welcome, buddy. Philip Wills. We've got Percy. He's in the house. Welcome, Percy. I think I saw... Yeah, we've got Paul there. History Dig in Hampshire.
Hi, Philip.
Martin Marsola, welcome, buddy. I hope I said your name right. And there was Scott from Dirt Diggers, and I think that's all that I see in the chat so far. Right, Ralph Morick, welcome, buddy. You just joined us. Devon Digger Daz, hello, Dazzler, welcome, buddy. And we've got Mark, just joined us. Right, well, Treasure Nation, Blackbeard J. Oh yeah, Mark, that's Treasure Nation, isn't it?
Hello.
Loads of people here. Right, we've got some stuff to talk about tonight. First of all, I'm going to get this giveaway out of the way in a minute. I'll give it a couple of minutes and I'll get my weekly giveaway out of the way so that those watching this in replay can just go, oh, did I win or not? And this is something special in this pot for the winner. So that was based on my comment video from last week. After that, I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm going to talk about treasure, gold treasure and things. And we're going to talk about bad boys as well, bad boys of the detecting world. Then we're going to talk about the pass scheme, flow, treasure trove, and some other things. The reason for this, because there's a lot of newbies to the hobby. I'm not an expert. Don't get me wrong. I'm still learning everything. Welcome, Scott, mate. I'm still learning everything, and I like everyone else to learn with me. So we're going to talk about stuff, but I'll put the link out there, and anyone wants to come on and talk about stuff with us, and then please do. But first, sorry, my son's just walked in. Right, so first of all, let's get this giveaway out of the way. So I do apologise for everyone, but I need to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen quick, get this out of the way.
Cue the crashing of the piece.
Yeah, if it crashes, I do apologise. It might go a bit glitchy, but it is what it is. Right, I'm now sharing up audio, so it might lag a little. Right, we're going to go to the random comment picker straight away. Hope you can still see the link already. The filter. I'm lagging, aren't I?
Yeah, you're lagging.
There we
Proper
go.
rubber banded.
A specific text. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Right, the answer was 9. The ghost appeared 9 times. Oops, something went wrong. Yeah, here we go. Right, 13 comments. 13 comments. Okay. 13.
Ooh.
So good luck.
Ooh.
That's down. Ed Boove, that's quite the process. The ghost appeared 9 times. Welcome, Ed. Congratulations to you, Ed Boove. Right, contact me.
Speak, Kev. You look like you've totally just like frozen up.
Yes, we're back.
There we go.
There we are. All right, Ed
That's
Boove.
better.
I hope you all saw that my computer went all weird then. Ed Booth won the giveaway. He guessed correctly. So Ed Booth, please contact me on. I'll put my link, my email address up quickly. There it is. Send me your postal address and I'll get this win off to you. This is what you have won. You've won yourself a Detective Kev sticker with my silly face on. There you are. You've won yourself a Detective Kev keychain with my face on yet again, just in case you forgot what I look like. And your prize is... what is that? A silver 1907 shilling. So congratulations, Ed Booth. You are the winner of a silver shilling. How about that? Right.
A nice one too.
Not bad. Right, let's get on with the with the chat discussions. Right, there's lots of things I want to talk about. I was looking someone sent me a link to an NHS nurse who
Hi, Emma.
found something. Oh, I've missed people. Hi Emma and Norcal, and of course
Well,
Marlon,
today.
heavy metal detectorist. Welcome. So yeah, there was an NHS nurse. She's called Buffy Bailey, and basically, she's found a gold Bible. You might have seen this in the press. I don't know.
Oh,
Um,
that tiny bean.
yeah, a tiny little
Yeah.
thing. A tiny little thing. She found it quite recently. She basically it was near a path on some farmland near York, and she says that she didn't really want to dig it up because she thought it might be just a ring pull because it was a dodgy signal. I think she was using a Knox. I don't know which one because I'm not a Knox user, but I'll show you a picture if this computer will allow me. And she found this thing, and it's 24 karat gold, 22 or 24, and it's got the same signature as the Middleham jewel um, creator. So there was a gold pendant with a gem in it, found in Middleham, if that's the way to say it, which is about 40 miles away from where she is. And it was made by the same person that made this gold Bible. And the pendant sold for £2.5 million in 1992. So this NHS nurse and her husband, um, they found something brilliant, and apparently it belonged to a relative of King Richard III. So there you go.
I've got a picture of it just in case
Oh
you're.
yeah, let's see your picture. It's probably going to work better than mine. To be fair,
Right, so share and this one. Have you even
and
got a picture of her?
I have got a picture of her. Oh, you got a better picture of her. This is Buffy. This is Buffy, and there's the golden 22 or 24 karat gold Bible. Now she found this, and I believe it was a Knox 800 that she was using. But as you can see, she's over the moon with that, and as we all would be, we'd be like, "What the hell?" And she wasn't even going to dig it up. She thought it was a ring pull, and she was going to leave it. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, it's a bit nuts.
Yeah, she's mad hair, Philip. Yeah, but do you know what? She's you know what? She's going to be very rich very soon. So there you go.
Couldn't have gone to a better person.
Absolutely, well deserved.
I mean,
Um,
it is well deserved.
yeah, she's not. She's one of these people. She's not in it for the money, I don't think. But obviously, when these sort of things have got to be handed over, and you're going to get a finder's fee for it. So yeah, congratulations to her, you lucky son of
Yeah.
a- I just thought that was something I needed to mention because I read that and I thought, oh, that's fantastic. That Bible was like, what is it, 300? What is it? Uh, King Richard III, didn't I? I said, yeah, King Richard III. So that time period, that's held someone's hand around that time period. That's incredible. I thought it's just something I wanted to mention, as all.
Imagine how long that took, like, to get all the lines perfect as well. Because every single one of
Exactly.
them
Yeah.
would be inscribed. It wouldn't be like cast like that anyway.
No, it wouldn't. That's etched into there because there was no electricity back then, was there? So
Yeah.
it's all like hammer chisel job or little scraping tool, whichever they done it with. But I just thought that was something worth mentioning.
Look at the
Well
size
done.
of it. You can't even see it in my hand.
No, it's dead tiny. Like it's about the size of just bigger than a thumbnail.
And that. Yeah, that's as big as I can get.
Yeah, it's as big as a thumbnail. It's tiny, like, but what a find! And the pendant that was found 40 miles away, made by the same person that made this Bible. Like I said, it made £2.5 million. Obviously, there was a fee to the finder, the landowner, and then the rest went to the museum. So yeah, I just thought that was brilliant. Yeah, so I want to mention. Right, thanks for
Right,
that, mate. In a minute, we'll talk about something else. The West Norfolk Horde. Yeah, so something quite interesting. There's two stories in with this one. We got a chap that found loads of Anglo-Saxon gold coins, and he doesn't want to be mentioned, so he's anonymous, which is his right, and so is the landowner where these coins were found. There's also a rogue, and he was a cop. He's a police officer. I say was, because he's now fired, and
no
he's in
idea.
jail. He's now in prison. The reason for that, and basically, okay, I'll read what I've got. So between the dates of 2014 and 20, it was eventually reported that 131 Anglo-Saxon gold coins were found by an anonymous detectorist. Between these dates, 10 of these that were recovered, or 8 of them, 8 out of 10 were recovered, but 10 of these were found by a second detectorist called David Cockle. Now, he was Officer David Cockle, and he failed to report his find. Basically, he was a police officer, and he was jailed for this crime. Now, we'll talk about the reporting your treasure procedure soon, but he was a bit of a rogue, and he's a bit of an arse because it's just not the done thing. Because if he wasn't so greedy, he would have reported them like you should do in the using proper procedures. Not difficult. You just pick up the phone the local coroner, and get the ball rolling. He didn't do any of this, and he tried to sell all of the coins. Now the police recovered 8 of them, but 2 of the coins are forever gone. They'll never
They'll
be.
be abroad,
Yeah,
most likely.
they're well gone. Never ever find them. But the other chap, who's now probably very rich, as well as the landowner, and this is what they found.
I was going to say, I've got a picture at the ready just in case. Oh, it is my picture.
Yeah, it's your picture, mate. That is yours. So yeah, it's. I hope you can see all of those, but sold to Cleggy.
That's as big as I can get them.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. But you could just see that everyone knows what gold color looks like. So there's 131 coins effectively found, and there was 4 other items in the center there. You probably see a tiny sort of oblong shape. There's a little gold bar, and there's a pendant or 2, but mainly coins, and they're Anglo-Saxon. And unfortunately, 2 of them have been lost forever within the black market somewhere. Great Scott indeed, Percy. Great Scott indeed. Did he have permission to be on the land? Is that why he didn't report it? Well, those details, Mark, are not very clear. Thanks for that, Will. Yeah, those.
Um,
Hello, Nicola. Yeah, those details have not been reported. But he was a police officer, and he was somebody that we should have been able to trust to do the right thing. And obviously, greed got the better of him. But if he'd have been sensible, reported it, in using the proper procedure, then he would have had the finder's fee and all the rest of it. So there you go. But now he's in jail with nothing. He
I
has
was trying to
nothing.
find a picture of him, but I can't find a picture of him.
I got a picture of him here. All right, here we go. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try and add a picture. Right, how do we do this? Do we just click share? All right, I tell you what, I'll
Yes.
share my screen. Share my screen. And if it goes weird, you'll have to let me know and I'll have to start. Right, so I hope you can see my screen. And this is Officer David Cockle. when it loads. That's the rogue. I hope you can see it. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's Officer David Cockle. He's now in prison for not doing the right thing. So there we
And
have it.
he'll be dead within months.
Oh, probably, yeah. This is another picture of that Bible on top of the lady's Knox. I'm not sure what Knox that is because I'm not a Knox user, but
Oh,
you
I
can
just
just
got a
see that.
sticker on it. It's a bit harder to see.
Yeah, but there you go. Anyway, awesome. Let's stop sharing.
Probably an 800. There's more
Yeah,
800s in the world than there is 600, so it's probably.
he won't. He won't be looking that tanned in prison. Mark says no. No, he definitely won't be. It is what it is. There is a proper procedure. Those that are new to metal detecting, yes, it's a great hobby. Obviously, there is a few rules. There's not too many, to be honest, but there's the right thing to do is what comes into it. If you find something, obviously first you have to get permission to use land. You can't just use your metal detector anywhere. Every bit of land in this country, within the UK, is owned by somebody, and you have to get a permission from the landowner, as most of us are aware. Once you get that permission, it's probably a good idea to talk to the landowner and say, if I find something really cool, do you want to go 50-50 on whatever it's worth? Come up with an agreement like that between you both. Yep. The correct reporting procedure, if you find something, okay, there is a
You can
Treasure
go
Act.
first.
All right, mate. I'm just going to read briefly from the Treasure Act of 1996. Treasure is defined as any single object that is at least 300 years old, which is not a coin, but has precious metal content of 10% or more. If two coins made for gold or silver are found, which are 300 years old, then they are to be classed as treasure. This act gives the finder 14 days to inform the local coroner of a potential treasure. It's not up to us as finders to say if it's treasure or not. There is a specific panel of people that get together in a big meeting room somewhere. But your first point of call is the coroner. So you find them on Google from your area. They are there. You just got to get the ball rolling within 14 days of finding that item. And it's always a good idea to get a grid reference, get your phone out, get onto Google Maps. It'll give you an 8-figure grid reference. Write that down or screenshot it, whatever, because they were going to know exactly where you found it.
Or, or,
Or,
or, download this app. I don't know if it'll say Track or
check to
Track.
track.
Yeah, it's great. Like, I use it a lot, so I do. I've not used it on this phone, but I use it on my other phone that I sometimes take with me. It is really good. So you can take pictures and everything of the find, and then you get your grid coordinates as well. You get grid coordinates and you get GPS coordinates. So.
Does Tech to Track, does that sort of map like a little line of where you've
Yeah,
walked?
so basically you map out your fields, which is really handy. So you map out your permissions, and then you set it. You start. I've never started that because it will just kill your battery in your phone, won't it? So walk in a straight line, and if you're following, once you've hit start on that button, it will follow you along, and it will show you where you've been in that field. It's quite handy if you've got big fields and you want to search in a specific area and stuff like that, and you want to keep to that specific area. It's quite
That would
handy
be
that
quite,
way.
yeah, good little tool to
Especially,
have.
yeah, so especially like those that have got fields that have got basically like a roaming area aside of it. You know how you get the massive fields down south?
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
that up here. So you've got your roaming down in one area of the field, but up on the other side that's like Saxon and stuff. It's handy that way. It shows you can show you the
Yeah.
geographical spread of your finds.
I've heard of it. I suppose you can get. Is that available for iPhone users? Do you reckon? I reckon it would be, wouldn't it? Because I know it's a Android app. It's
I don't
probably
know if it's
available.
available on iPhone, but as Digging Hampshire says, it does eat your phone because it's obviously tracking you. So
Yeah, battery dies pretty quick then.
Nicola, I would delete that app off your phone. By the way, I don't trust the
Just
owners of
Oh,
it at all. Don't trust them.
there you go.
The guy that invented the app and is trying to push the app doesn't even detect. You know what I mean? So didn't use it because at the end of the day, the original plan of it was going to be, if they were going to basically claim permissions throughout the UK and then basically charge you to go and use that permission. That was the original plan of it.
Wow.
But yeah, well, I know that's
naughty.
still happening, but I don't know because I'm completely out of the loop now. We've been away from the Sector network, even though the Sector network technically doesn't exist anymore. So, but yeah, I wouldn't even bother with it, Nicola. To be fair, don't trust it.
There we are. That is still the plan, she says. What 3 words? My flow suggests what 3 words? What are they then?
What 3 words? What 3 words would be good for iPhone users because you can't get it on Android. So basically, you create a point, and it's accurate within a free square meter radius.
Right.
And you basically mark it with whatever like 3 random words. All right. So then, if you need to go back to that spot, then you can just type in them 3 words onto those 3 words, and then yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of apps out there, but I've heard of Tech2Track, and I've heard of the other one that Nicola was talking about, which I didn't want to use. But that's because I'm thinking of getting an iPhone in the future when I can afford one. So yeah, that's always good to know that there's different apps out there. So
yeah, Philip, like anything bad said about it and stuff like that will just get deleted on anything they're on. Obviously they're quite in with the Big Detecting Show and stuff like that, and Archaeology Mag and stuff like that. But no, I've seen what went on behind the scenes, and nah, didn't.
I think if it's the same chap that we're all talking about, yeah, I had heard of abuse once, and anyway, right. Hi Tones, hello mate. I did say hello quickly. 2 digs with the new Deus. Okay, what have you found? You found a Hammy and a Roman on a group dig and gold. Well done. Well done. So there we are. We're still awaiting the name of the new multi-frequency from Nocta. We still don't know. They're keeping us.
I guarantee it's a multiplex.
Multiplex. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's gonna be good, isn't it? I think it will anyway.
Treasure Nation, yes. Techo Track.
To get the free insurance, it costs about 50 a year. What was that for?
Oh, that'll be for the Just Detects.
Ah, right.
Yeah, like on any of my group digs that I organise for my that I run for my club, will not be accepting FID insurance, and any other ones that I would go on to normally not let I go on many group digs. If they don't accept NCMD insurance, then I'll just not go. Simple.
Fair enough. Or is it maybe you just happen to swing over it and you're lucky, High Tones? Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's walking over it, literally.
That's it. They are Treasure Nation. Oh, is it actually on iPhone? That's good to know. It's free on Android, by the way. Just saying.
Oh, didn't say hello to Terry and Jason.
I
Sorry,
didn't know
guys.
Jason was here. Good
Yeah.
evening, Jason.
Good evening, Jason. He's just popped in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the link in because there's lots to discuss. Like I want to know why people metal detect. So if you want to come on and tell us, then please do. Let's put the link up. Copy, paste. Go for it.
Hello, Rusty.
Hey, Rusty.
Oh yeah, Jason. I nearly cut myself with my Celeron, by the way.
It does look good. That's the last one, isn't it? That's the last
Yeah, it's
ever
the
one.
last one. He's even signed it.
Oh, it's still worth money, that.
Yep.
Signed by Batman himself. Yeah. So yeah, I've mentioned the good news from that nurse. I've got little notes here. We've talked about the Treasure Act. It's very important that, and I believe the best way to learn is by repetition. So uh, most people out there do talk about this stuff, but it's always good to hear it again. The pass, I've been looking recently quite a lot at the Portable Antiquities Scheme webpage. They've got their own webpage. It's called finds.org.uk, and it's very interesting. Lots of stuff on there. It's where I found out that those buckles that everyone seems to keep finding. Oh, it's a buckle, and they're chucked to one side. Well, I found I went on to finds.org.uk, and there's a whole database full of different buckles, and you can compare your buckle to what their buckles look like, and voila, I found myself a 17th century buckle. Oh, wow, that's pretty awesome. That's really handy to know. There's probably more websites like that out there, but the Portable Antiquities Scheme is the largest public archaeology project in the UK that I know of. I'm only learning myself, so there you go. Yes, what's this? Anyone got a PW for Archie UK? Archie UK. A PW?
Password.
Password. Oh, right. Is this for the LiDAR?
Yeah.
They've got their own special LiDAR they don't like to share.
Well, fun fact about that is the software is readily available in the public information records, but it's having the software to read it. So if you can figure out how to make the software, then you can have some LiDAR.
Wow, that's good to know.
The
Yeah,
whole of
because
Scotland has been done because it costs so much and basically the computer companies hold it to ransom. So
yeah, we've most parts of my part of Devon, they're just like not covered by it yet. It's like, oh, so it's like really annoying.
that
But
has got the whole of Scotland's data in it.
oh, there you go. So
So
everyone knows where Will lives. Just go and break in and steal that.
you need the software. You need the software to read it.
Sure, we can put it on eBay. I have LiDAR, never paid for it. Yeah, I've got the LiDAR, and there's two different LiDARs I use, but they're not complete. To get the complete one, you have to pay for it, or like
See,
Will says, get the software for it. Hello,
yeah,
Tommy.
like in Scotland, it's only there's areas released, but it's only poor quality, like ancient lidar that's been done. All the better stuff is basically being held to ransom by the computer tech companies that basically convert it into them for them.
It's about money, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always got to be about money, and obviously in Scotland we do stuff a lot differently. Like our
Yeah, John Clayton, I feel your
museums
pain.
and stuff like that are all like they're public funded rather and public and charity funded rather as like funded through like the actual museums themselves and stuff like that. So it's always going to be about money up in Scotland. So,
Oh
but
yeah,
all the information, all the reports are all They are. They just need converted and put into basically a side-by-side style map. I've got a friend actually looking into it just now. He basically is a computer software developer, well, he used to be. He's a postman just now, but he's basically working on that now. So it's,
Yeah. Percy just said LiDAR is available with side-to-side maps. Side-to-side maps is, for those that don't know, is a good tool actually. It basically, you got a split screen and you got the current map of where you're looking at, and it compares it to the same area but an older map. So you'll be moving your mouse and there'll be two mouse cursors moving roughly over the same area. So it's a good little tool to have if you're looking for
but
like.
that LiDAR's not entirely accurate per se, so I wouldn't really go for
Not
off that
100%, is
alone.
it?
Yeah, it's not, because it's only like 6 meter scans or something like that. It's not like the new one, which is like 1 meter or something like that. Or that might be the other way around. I can't remember.
I'm assuming, going by what Percy said there, everyone's getting the stuff. Well, was you out today?
Yes.
Ah, that explains it. Because your local courier tried to deliver your prize and he couldn't. So he'll be trying again tomorrow, hopefully. Unless he's selling it on eBay right now.
Well, I've not had anything through the door.
All right. No. They say they tried to deliver it, but I think
I've not even had a wee card through the door.
Well, they've sold it on eBay.
I got this today.
It went for a good cause anyway.
Yeah. I got this today.
I'm sure you'll get it. Yeah, that's cool. That
of all the coins that I won as well, it had to be the English Civil War one, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh dear. I'm sure it'll turn up.
Well, and saying that, Scotland played part of the English Civil War as well. No fairness.
Oh, hang on. Scott sends them in. Can I just say, if it wasn't for LiDAR, I would have found that hammered. I wouldn't have found that hammered King John the other day. Just for fun, I checked it out and found a massive roundhouse. Yes, Scott, you have to get permission in that field. Go dig it up. That looks super cool. Did you see his video? Because I missed his.
I'm like 3 months behind in videos.
Yeah, I know, but I totally missed his premiere. I went to check it out the next day, and it's like he shows you on his screen. It's like in his field where he is, so I'm down here, and then right opposite in a field where he hasn't got permission. It's like a massive circle thing, like using LiDAR. It's like, oh, hey Nathan,
I've got one permission left that I can actually go on to just now, but it's a bit of a trek to get to. So it's like a 15-minute drive to get to it.
Nathan's in the house. Dog is my co-pilot in Montana. Very, very lucky you found that ring again. He found his silver ring on this beach, gravel beach. Was it a river? I can't remember now. And he lost it. And he went back again and found it again. So that was very lucky. It's very cool. So yeah. That's LiDAR, which is a good tool to have. And we mentioned side-by-side maps there as well. Portable Antiquities Scheme, I'll go back again. It's got a wealth of information on there. Now, what's that? There you go. Oh, we have a guest. We have a guest. He looks like he's got something to say.
All right.
It's Batman.
It is.
Hello, mate.
Hey, Batman.
The father. How's it going, mate?
Look out. It's all bloody grey. My Movember.
Oh, no.
I know, it don't show up very well. I'm
Who's
like a
which
poor
one?
man's Charles Bronson.
You know what we should do? We should grow big, massive, fucked up lamb chops. All of us, just massive, nothing else, just lamb chops, and make them go really bushy. So like,
Well, the first time I did Movember, I grew like a lemmy that went all the way down and up. But that was back when I had colour in the hair.
I
and they look
remember
really
you showed
good.
a
But
picture of that.
it's just bloody grey now. Everything.
As Terry said, I'm now metal detecting with archaeologists. They found Roundhouse, so let me metal detect with them. Do some digging videos next few weeks. Well done, Terry, mate.
Well done, Tess.
It's always good.
Bridging
It's
the
always good.
divide.
Yeah, it's always good if we
Welcome
can get
to the
in
club.
with the archaeologists, like Will here. He digs with archies, and some archaeologists, for some reason, freaking hate us. Even though most of us want to play ball, want to play by the rules, we don't want to. We don't want to destroy things like most of them do say we do.
Well, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
the biggest thing I learned about archaeology is actually destroying the archaeology. Anyway,
Isn't it?
you know what I mean? Because they've got to move it.
Yeah.
They've got to save it from housing develops and stuff like that. So it's, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'll tell you what. I was duped once. This is a long time. We got a. I can't say it on here. What the name of it? But we had a supermarket built in the next town over a few years ago.
Bastards.
Yeah, yeah. It's in a very historic part of this town as well. And I said, as they dug it all out, I contacted the head office.
You
And I
wanted to
said,
go over
"Look,
the spoils, didn't you?
exactly. Would you mind me checking out, being a local man, checking out just in case there's anything that you're accidentally burying?" But straight away they come back going, "No, we have our own archaeologists on site that monitor the site regular basis." No, they didn't. They were being watched. I had someone watching them. They just cemented over the lot without even checking.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's what developers do. They don't care.
Yeah.
Because
Right,
if you find
Tommy.
something,
It's a totally
if you
different
find something,
story
they
up
got to
here. Like,
stop.
But
Go on then.
I've lost part of one of my permissions because the farmer's a bit of a deluded fuck.
No.
I went, saw him. It's my first. I think it's my second big permission actually. I went up to him. We marked out on the map, the areas I could go on,
Yeah.
and that's what I've been doing pretty much since I've had it. And then Sunday, on the way back from karate with a lad, I thought, well, let's go and have a little drive around some of the permissions and see whether there's, any that are available to go on. And we went up this drive past the farmer who was out in his JCB. He even waved to him as I drove past. Went up to the far end, had a look in this big paddock area, and the grass was a bit long, and there were horses in there anyway. He comes up, and I said, "All right." I said, "Just check and see, what the grass is like." He said, "Did I say you could come on here?" I went, "Yeah, it's me, the one who found your keys." "Yeah, but did I say you could come up here?" I went, "Yeah, I've got it marked out on my map." Well, I'd rather he didn't come up here. I said, "All right. Any reason?" He said, "Well, if I see you driving up the drive, I've got to then come up to see who it is." I said, "Surely it's better if I'm actually up here. I'm keeping an eye on your land for you," but he weren't having it. So, one of the few pastures that I had, I've lost.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You do get some. There is a few nuts out there, aren't there? It's like,
He was coming across a bit like the bloke from the Detectorists. Yeah, don't go down in the paddock.
Oh yeah.
Go anywhere you want, but don't go down in the paddock.
God,
so
yeah.
I gutted is, to say the least, because like the only permissions I got now are the family's 8 acres, which has always been grazing, and it's just been used in desperation. And then there's a field that was harvested back in September, but it's just been crap. I've been on it, and it's right next to the field where I found that Charles I hammered. So I guess in some ways, if I go over it, even if I'm digging out shit, get the shit out of the way, then the good stuff might start coming through. But it's literally desperate that land is. Really is.
I've totally run out of permissions now, so I'm gonna have to, like someone said, I've got to be brave and just go and knock on doors. However, I have an anxiety thing, believe it or not, but
You're
that's
not
not
the
going
only
to
one
stop
there,
me.
mate. You're not the only one.
It's not going to stop me. Do you know what? There was a farm I've been trying to get on for years, and I kept driving up to the door. I swear to God, kept driving up on my motorbike to the door, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. And all these years I've been trying. I finally got the balls to contact the right person. The land was sold. The land had been sold to developers, so I missed out. I missed it.
Oh.
And the
See, I,
developers have
I, I don't
basically
even
told
like
me,
bugging the farmers that I know. You know, that they've given me, some permission. And when it goes to seeing whether, that's all been planted, whether there's any available, I still haven't got the balls to go and ask them if there's any more land that I can go up, because farmers are literally working all year round. And I know it's very stressful. And it's what I just don't want to be one of those that actually goes and bugs them. And I know there are farmers there that welcome people coming on and saying, yeah, not a problem. But there's
yeah,
always ones where my luck, I'll catch the bloke on a bad day, and
and you
that'll
get
that'll be
a
it.
tractor up your ass. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was stitched up. I was stitched up a couple of years back, sending out loads of emails because that's another way of contacting them. If you know, so I got all of these emails. There's one in the next town over, but one very rural but very historic area. And he basically said, yeah, he gave me directions of where to go. And I spot on, there was a cattle grid, go over the cattle grid, turn left. Brilliant, found the area. Um, this guy waved at me in distance, it was him. I was off. Yeah. I carried on detecting, just finding bits of iron to start with, but I had a Garrett at the time. Yeah, sorry, but I had a Garrett at the
You're
time, and
basically magnet fishing.
yeah. But I wasn't finding anything. But I just literally started. As soon as he waved at me, opened this massive gate, and all these mad cows came straight towards me. I mean, it wasn't just a few; it was about 100 cows, and I saw him laughing his head off at me. And
Oh, that's funny.
one of them was a very angry bull. So before they even came near me, I was gone. That was it, gone. I grabbed my bike and sort of didn't have time to start it. I just pushed it out the field. I never went back. So it's just things like that happen. I think, yeah, there is some dickheads out there. There really are. So it kind of knocks your confidence a bit. It's like I've got a farmer just up the road. I'm going to go to his house. He's a nice guy. He's a bit old and a bit. Yeah, I don't know. But
Well, I got permissions I can go on with me dad and me brother, but it means they do it on a Saturday. And I know my boy Aaron, he ain't going to come out all day. We'll go out for about 8 hours detecting luck if we're together. So it's a case of, having to drop him on my stepmom. And I don't really want to be doing that just so I can go to step. She loves having him, but it's not the point. You shouldn't really be sort of like dropping your kids on somebody just so you can go bloody detecting. Plus, it's also the fact that we've got to get up extra early. They want to be in the field by about 8:30. So that means getting up at 6:45, giving him his breakfast, leaving here about 7:30 to get there about 8:15, and then we're driving up to the field. And it's just getting up that early to go over that way. And every time I've been out with them, I haven't really found a lot of stuff. I reckon they're taking me on the shit fields. Yeah, come on over, Jace. Yeah, we're going to Texas. Really cracking food. Well, we're taking him on that fucker, I tell you.
Terry's got a little point there. I have a crack at the Garrett. I do. It's not anything serious because I have actually found before the Simplex, before Team Unearthed, I actually found quite a bit with it. So, but I prefer the Simplex because when I had the Garrett going over salt water, and I'm surrounded by sea and beaches, I just couldn't get on with it. So I found the Simplex, and I like the Simplex better than the Garrett. So that's all it is. So
it's a
I'm not
fairly
having
easy machine to use as well, isn't it?
It is, and I'm not having a pop for real.
No.
Anyway.
Oh, no. it is a fairly easy machine to use. In terms of settings, I think you got your frequency shift if you've got interference from another machine, and then basically it's just setting your sensitivity on it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, really.
And obviously picking which which search mode you want to go in. But pretty much, I was always in field 1 anyway.
I
but it's like somebody hit it on the nail on one of these Nox groups, saying that the Nox, it's a bloke it put over 12,000 hours into learning it just before he really got the real good hang of it. He could actually go into a different field and a different, the scenarios, different soil, and all. He could literally work it to work for him, which is all very good, But like I said, I've not even been using my Nox for a year yet. But the more stuff you find, the more stuff you find, the more you'll get to learn what it is. I know now pretty much a 25 on a Nox, if it's too good to be true, I know I'm going to be digging a bloody cam. As soon as you got that spade down in the soil, you can hear it, you can feel it and hear it scrape, can you? And you it's a bloody can.
If it's a 26, 27, it's most likely a penny.
And Auto, welcome. And
so I know that Charles I was a 23 on the Nox. That Florin, I think that was a 33.
My bullhead shilling was a 36.
I don't think that one was too much. I think the bullhead was about 25, I think, because I nearly passed on it. And it was a 25. So I dug enough cans. I thought, I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it. We'll go back. We'll dig it. And it was a bullhead.
I've had my simplex for a while, and ever since, when I first got it, I just went out thinking, I know how to do this easy. Ground balance, no problem, But I was digging everything, literally everything. And I was knackered within the first hour, picking up every single bit of iron. And I wasn't listening to people. People kept saying, Kev, don't do that. And I was just, no, whatever. But, I started listening to like people like Devon Digger Daz, and then I went out detecting with John, the North Devon detectorist, and he uses the simplex, and he's actually shown me a few tips and tricks, because I always used to avoid wet sand because of my experiences in the past. But he showed me a way to get around it, and he's like he is a silver coin.
But it all does depend on the sand as well, though.
You get
beaches are different. That beach I went down to in Wales, I had it turned down to 2 on the sensitivity. I was in field 2. I think you can swap over from beach to field 2, or was it park 2, whichever one it was. And it was still chattery. Once I started getting off the dry sand onto the wet sand, it was chattery as hell. And I swear it was to do with the sand, because there were people that had done videos where they're on the wet sand and all that, and they weren't having the same problem.
See, I get a little bit of chatter with, even now, I put it down to 0. I put it right down to 0, but I still get the odd bit of chatter. But you ignore the chatter after a while. It's only very faint. But then as soon as it goes over a solid object, you go, beep, it's a very definite tone straight away. And you go, that needs to be. And then
that's why
I've learned,
mine's all metal.
I've learned, when you pump the coil up and down, if it's like bouncing around, what is it? Could it be too? You bounce it up.
I never used all metal on the simplex.
I don't.
I mean, never my backwards, because I like hearing everything that's in the grunt, and then when you know you've got a good signal, you've got a good signal.
Well, the best tip that I found off a video I was watching, and I shared it in one of my videos with the simplex, was if you get a scratchy signal, bob the coil up and down over the target, and if it's a deep, shitty iron target, you get that iron tone. Pump and grunt.
Pump and grunt. The simplex goes to a 4, and that's how I know not to dig it. And as Daz told me, and then John. So I've learnt my lesson there.
But saying that, I was watching England's history with Sid Perry, and he found Saxon ribbon gold, really small piece, and it was coming in something like a 1 on the Knox. So he actually wanted to know what it was coming in at the simplex, and it literally was down to 1 on the simplex. So you got Marcus, who's notched to 11.
Yeah.
There is always that chance that you get something as thin as that you might be missing out. That's why I never notched anything out. Never did. But he's found more than I did with the simplex, so I can't really question his technique. He's doing all right.
A little while, because you get different, like say for example, you get something like this. I mean, what would that be on a simplex? I can't remember. But you get, everyone assumes they're going to find a coin that way. But what if it's that way?
Yeah,
totally different signal. When Dig It Marty put a video, I know it's an Apex, but I asked him to do another video of him doing a depth test because I wanted to hear the signal when it was like this. And it was a totally different signal. It's the same with every machine, I believe. I mean, I don't know, but...
You want to go over to Aaron, South Coast Detecting, with his dirt box. And he actually...
Oh, yeah, he's got a dirt box, hasn't he?
Yeah. And he was doing it with the coins flat and rotate it so the coins are on their edge as well.
Yeah. He done that with the Vanquish.
Yeah. He's done it with the Knox, the Vanquish, the Simplex. He's done it with the Garrett as well, and I even think he's done it with the GoFine 44.
Oh, there you go. Terry's just put 62 flat and a 54 with the Apex. Yeah, that's what when he put that video up. He was doing a depth test, and I asked him, and he did it.
It'll probably be about that on the Simplex one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it follows the conductivity scale. It's only Mind Labs that don't.
I just love the sound of it. When you go over a silver coin, look like that silver half crown I found in the woods that time, last year before. It's a cracking big half crown, cracking sound. I was like, oh, that sounds good.
Well,
and
I heard the Simplex VDI scale is like, don't think of it as a straight line. Think of it as a ring that's been flattened out, because your deep iron will come in the very low numbers as well as the very, very high numbers. So if you get a tone that's about 99, pretty much it's going to be crappy iron.
It's the same with on the Vanquish and the Knox as well.
Hey, Val.
Hi, Val.
Yeah, I don't know how many Scottish folks are in, but I want to mention about Treasure Act. I know Val and Will. But not Treasure Act.
Treasure Trove.
Was my bit. Treasure Trove. Because, Jason, do you ever look at PAS? Or are you part of the PAS scheme? Portable Antiquities.
Puff Pass, like Rob Random's a member of?
No, not that one. No, I can't find a bit of paper. I think the kids are coming to net it. Treasure Trove. Treasure Trove Scotland. The Treasure Trove unit, as they are known, is the first point of call for new discoveries in Scotland. They carry out investigations, object assessments, and they can also go and investigate find spots. If an object found is presented to the Treasure Trove unit, or TTU, they have the Queen's and Lord Treasurer's authority to claim the object. If it is not claimed, it's returned to the finder. It sounds awfully like Flow and PAS and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but when they say they got the right to claim it, what happens after that?
Right, what happens is, if an object is claimed by the TTU, it will be presented to the Scottish Archaeological Finds Allocation Panel.
Which happens 4 times a year.
Okay. Who then decide how much the object is worth and how much the finder should receive. So there you go.
So for example, the Galloway Horde we use as an example because me and Kev were talking about it earlier on. So the Galloway Horde, the guy got 2 mil for it, but it's worth way, way more than that.
But can you refuse their offer?
Not really.
No.
Oh, so somebody
I think
finds
you
a
can-
Horde that is worth say 10 million, and you get offered 2, and you're thinking, no, hang on, you're yanking my chain here. I've got to split that with the landowner.
Aye. But it didn't though.
I think
Jog on,
there-
pal. Like we know it's worth 10, so let's have a bit of bartering here. I'm
Exactly.
calling 8.
I think
No.
you can appeal, but it sounds like they're not going to listen to you.
Yeah. Now, that's all fair and well what you've clearly read off their website, Kev.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. This is the expert now. Listen.
Now, Val has just mentioned the fact that they're so slow. There is no fucking hope in hell they will come and look at a fine spot. There is no way. There's 3 of them that work in the department in the National Museum of Scotland in Edinburgh. 3 of them for the whole of Scotland, right? So if you think about it, you've got at least 2 flows per area in England. There's 3 for the whole of Scotland. That's why it takes so long.
Wow.
So they try to frighten you with words.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They tried it with Susie. They tried to claim stuff.
Yeah, they
Susie
did.
that was
Yeah.
under 300 years old, and I was like, nah.
Didn't she say that she had a Charles the First as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
And she still hasn't had it back yet.
Nope. But that it takes donkeys. Like my Bronze Age arrowhead, because they didn't have the money for it, they decided that it was not a Bronze Age arrowhead. Now I'm not being funny. If you look at examples in the past, it's fucking identical. So they do disclaim stuff, so they don't need to pay out stuff basically. So
Wow.
See, I don't think they're interested in single coins down here.
no, they
they're
up
not.
here. They'll take a
If
coin
it's
off you
2
up
of
here.
them. Will they?
They'll take a coin off you up here. Oh fuck.
But it's the same rule. It's like it's not actually treasure unless it's 2 of them, isn't it?
I thought it was 3.
They don't list.
It's free up here.
It's 2. Is
It's
it?
free up.
I thought it was 3 because 2's a class of the first spill. 3 would be classed as a Horde.
Yeah, it's free up here.
With us,
But then
it's
does that mean that the coins still have to be of the same era though?
Well, that's why I've not reported my. You know when I found the Gothic florin,
Yeah.
because in that purse spill there were 6 coins in total, right? One was that Gothic florin. There was another one that was the William IV. Then the rest were all George V's.
You see, my brother, they were at one day and they dug, I think it was 10 or 11 Roman coins out of the same field. And I said, is that a Horde then? He said, no. I said, not even a scattered Horde. He said, no, they're all different emperors.
Yeah. Val, that's bang on the problem. They're too short staffed and they just give guesses. They don't give a clear, definitive answer of what you found. Like, I'm interested. I've got to send them these. So I do. So
That's the butt plug. Yeah.
Yep. So that's it. The medieval ink pot.
Oh, you got
That's the medieval
pot,
seed pot that's still got seeds in it.
which they say didn't really exist.
Yeah, which didn't. They say that seed pots didn't exist in lead when they clearly did. And I think they're forgetting that I'm at south of the border. Well, not south of the border, like south and near the border. So stuff for England does come across a lot more than what. And then obviously my mount with the Templar cross on it. I'm intrigued to see what they say about that.
Yeah, you should give that to Gary Drayton. He'll tell you.
Exactly.
Especially if it's made out of puta. Just saying. Oak Island's just started season 9. Just saying that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a couple of episodes and then I'm going to watch them at work.
I had to download it immediately. I was like, and Gary is my hero. He's all over it. He's all over it. He's finding stuff, but they've changed the laws now. Now that there's a lot of interest, and they're actually finding good stuff now. The Canadian authorities have now changed the way they have to get permissions, like permits and stuff. Basically, they're not allowed to do anything.
Yeah.
They can't do anything.
It sounds like Scotland, to be fair.
Yeah,
I can see it heading that way in England before long.
Like,
you will need. We're going to have to fork out to get a permit or license.
That noise is back. Not heard that noise for a while.
I'm on my phone, so it might be to do with the phone. I don't know.
No, we've not heard that noise for ages.
Yeah, I reckon that it's going to be a point where we're going to have to pay for an annual license, stroke permit, and I reckon that you will only be able to go on the farmers' lands if you have that contract signed.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna
a lot
be
of farmers
something really
probably
stupid,
ain't going to
isn't
be
it?
bothered with that. They're going to be, I don't want the fucking hassle.
Yeah. Well, they
Pretty much.
won't. They've already got enough to deal with as it is, haven't they?
Exactly. Yeah, a verbal agreement with them is fine. That's fair enough. But they don't want to be
Yeah.
having to
I
sit
know.
down
I
5
know.
minutes.
My farmer up the road here. He's like, he's very, very old fashioned, and he doesn't like people in authority. If you know what I mean, because he
Yeah.
just hates people in authority. So if there's any rules, he's more likely to break it just to piss people off. You know, he's one of those. In fact, he got arrested many years ago because he went to the council chambers and with his muck spread and he covered it in poo.
Mark Dixon just said that if we have to go down the route of like a license or permit, he said he thinks that will encourage more hawking. And
It will.
to be honest, I think we got enough of it anyway. I really don't think that's going to matter.
No, there's a lot of hawking going on, and it will.
Personally, I wouldn't want to do it because one, it's harder to do a video at fucking night time because the picture quality ain't as good. And that's what I'm in it for. I'm in it for unearthing history, but also, you know, trying to get my content out there to share with what I find, whether it's crap or not. Who wants to watch a static video?
Yeah. That's another. We got another farm. No one's allowed on the land because it's National Trust. But I did ask before I knew about the National Trust thing. But he said no, there's just no way. And it's basically a very public area, very public. Tourists go there all the time. His sheeps are all over this golf course. Because that, you know, it's a golf course and a sheep grazing area and horses and stuff. The amount of sheep that he's lost to tourists, hitting them with their cars, letting the dogs loose, scaring the sheep into the ocean because they do, and killing the sheep by maiming them, whatever. He went to the council chambers during their morning prayers with one of his dead sheep, burst open the door and threw the sheep onto their table. He got arrested for that. So he's one of those farmers that don't give a toss about authorities either.
It sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah, do you know what? And I'm so mad. I see all these grockles down. And they don't give a fuck. They're letting the dogs run around all these sheep. They think it's cute that a dog's going up to the sheep or the horses, and you can see the sheep, the horses. They can.
Well, we
See
got
they don't
that.
like it.
We got like a long lane that goes off the main road up to our family 8 acres, and there is a public footpath that goes up it. So you get up there, then you come out to the big opening where the free fields are. Basically, public footpath sticks to the right, goes up another 100 yards, and then there's a sty that takes you into the next field where the public footpath keeps on going. I went up. I was driving past there one day, and I saw a car parked outside the gate. So I parked up behind it, ran up the bloody lane into the open field, and there's a bloke walking around the field with a dog off the lead. So I ran over to him and I said, "Excuse me, mate. You know this is private property." He said, "I've been walking my dog up here for years." I said, "Yeah, but it's still private property." He said, "Well, I thought it was a public footpath." I said, "Yeah, the public footpath follows the hedgerow up to the sty. It doesn't say that you can walk around our fields."
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And you know, you're going around there and you're seeing dog shit around the field because they're taking their dogs up there to shit and not having to worry about bloody carting it home with them. So what we're doing now is we're basically at the end of this lane, we're fencing it off and leaving, I think it's a metre track that follows the footpath all the way up to the sty. So basically, when we go up there, we take our dogs in there. We can let our dogs off having to worry about somebody else bringing a dog up and then bloody having a big old scrap.
Yeah.
But there are
I know.
people that they see a public footpath, they go on the land and they assume that it's all part to do with the public
Yeah,
footpath.
that's another thing that's being annoying. Not so much farmers that I know, but I know of, if you know what I mean. They're basically National Trust have said you will have a public footpath here. You know, and the farmers are now getting a bit annoyed because they're letting the dogs run around loose, and they're by rights they are lawfully allowed to shoot that animal if it's worrying
Yeah.
their animals. So, if anyone else watching this and you watching this in replay and you let your animal loose, if it
You're a
worries the
dickhead.
yeah, and don't get upset if your dog gets shot by the farmer because they're well entitled to do so. And
Yeah.
Apparently, I thought I heard that farmers are obliged to leave an area marked in their field that is the public footpath. The farmer that I got this permission of, he was a bit doo-dally, in one of his fields, he's got like a metre wide stretch that he seeds, lifts it, goes forward, drops it down, carries on. So basically, there's just like this grass strip that runs through his crops, which is pretty good because one, it marks out where the public footpath is, and two, you haven't got people wandering off trail, damaging his crops. But
Yeah.
I know that it's not always possible. It's more hassle for the farmer to do that.
He also
But
gets
it was
money
the first.
for it.
It's the first time I'd seen it done.
He also gets money for it because it's like classed as a because it's a haven for wildlife.
Yeah.
So he'll get money off the government for it as well.
I wish you'd do that more with more fields because you're going to get people walking through there. You got a better idea of where to detect.
That's true.
Even if it's modern pennies that you can stick in the piggy bank.
Have you ever see, I think we've all seen dog poo bags everywhere.
Hung up on hedges.
Yeah, like Terry's just said there, that is revolting. It's disgusting. What would happen? I wonder what would happen if one day every single farmer in the UK or England or Wales, whichever, says, you know what, National Trust, fuck off. You're not having a path on my land. I wonder what would happen if they all did that.
Scotland,
some of them have. The place where we go down in caravan in Wales is it's a National Trust beach. It's a National Trust car park where you've got to pay at the meter to park there. But the only way to get there is going through the farmer's land. And basically, as you're driving down this long winding road, you come up to just outside the farmer's house. You go through the gateway. On that gate, there is a big sign saying that the gates will be locked at 10 o'clock at night. So basically, there's a sign in the car park. There's no overnight parking. You know, you have to be at the car park by 10 o'clock. And I was on my way back one night with the detective, had the lamp on my head and everything. And I saw his torch coming towards me. I was all right. He said, yeah. He said, I'm just coming to check there ain't no cars up here. So he has a little shifty around the corner. No, nothing there. And then he goes and shuts the gate and locks it. So people can't get up there once the gates are locked either.
All right.
And he said it's a pain in the ass. Because I asked him if I could do surface detecting where the caravans and all that park. And he said, thank you for asking. He said, but I've got to politely decline. If I see one person sees you doing it, then people will be digging holes in the bloody thing. And down in Pembrokeshire, it's quite historical. And the last thing he wants is people coming down with a search team because somebody's unearthed something of historical relevance, and with the National Trust getting involved in all
that. Mark's in the Isle of Wight, apparently.
The Isle of Wight. I spent 18 months living down there. Couldn't wait to get away. It's not a bad place to go, but it is very much seasonal down there.
Apparently he's in prison. Oh, sorry to hear that, Mark.
Parkhurst?
Yeah. I'm sure they're very gentle. Have you got your rope and a soap, or should we send you some?
What have you been doing now, Mark?
Parkhurst prison, that'll be, I
bet. Wait, you get internet access? Mind you, prisoners get everything these days, isn't it? So, yeah.
Choice of smoking and non-smoking rooms? Do you want an Xbox or a PlayStation?
Do you know what? They probably get all that.
He is working
Oh,
at
joking.
Parker's. There you go, there.
Oh my god. I get it. Working at
Yeah.
Park House. Or are you a guest?
He's a trustee.
Means he can go
He
around the place by
gets
himself.
he gets the trolley with the books. There you go. There you go. There you go. And he's got a pet pigeon in his cell.
Yeah, he feeds it the worms that they find in the porridge. Oh, that's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, thank you for that, Ralph. We look forward to that.
If there's anybody that hasn't had a go yet, my Brutus detector is up in a raffle now on Devon Digger Daz's Facebook group. You want to pop down there? It's a $5 a slot. I think there's something like 36 slots gone so far.
Yeah,
90
if there's any
available.
left Wednesday, I'll get a couple, but if there's any left, I'm skint till Wednesday.
I'm not, just in case I win it and then I have to do the same thing.
It's understandable, mate.
Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what you could do? If you win it for a $5, got a 2,000 subscriber giveaway there.
Yeah, that's true.
I would do that, but my boy wants a fucking Nintendo Switch for Christmas, and then I got my daughter wants bloody God knows what as well. So basically, the money I get for it will be gone on Christmas straight away.
I don't know what's wrong with me this year. I've actually finished my Christmas shopping.
I know I wouldn't be getting rid of it if I'd have won the CTX. I wouldn't have got rid of it.
Oh, that's easy. I had my fingers crossed and my toes and everything, but you know, it's one.
Philip Wales, good question.
You know, I had 10 tickets for that.
Did you?
Why is the Deus Nokia so much more expensive than the old one? Good point. Especially as apparently the coils and the phone will fit on the old stem, and I think they'll fit on the aux stem as well. So you break that down, that's an expensive bloody coil and module.
And
doesn't it go down quite deep?
It's fully waterproof.
No, according to French dealers, it's got no added depth to the first Deus.
There you go.
And
they tried to play the extra depth with the bigger coil.
Yeah. So that's what, and they've also basically what you're paying for the money for it compared to the first Deus is the waterproof and the multi-frequency.
But there's only is it only 3 frequencies is multi in?
I can't remember, but I think it is.
I see a lot of these detectors getting put up for sale now on Facebook. Like the some people are selling the full Deus kit. Somebody I saw one today.
One went for 700.
A Nox 800. Basically, like brand new. It's never been used. 600 quid. People are selling it to get this new, and I just have this feeling there's going to be some people that are going to be disappointed.
I know we're talking about this now, but I've just had a message. We've seen this picture before, but somebody in the chat, I won't mention who, because I don't know if I'm allowed to, just sent me this, just to remind everyone what we saw on Friday.
Robert's not in, is he?
No, it's not that Robert, a different one.
Well, how many Roberts we got in the bloody chat? None.
Yeah, he's not called Robert.
That narrows it down.
That's his real. It's his real name.
Oh, so it's him. Ooh,
Rusty.
I was just about to say, is it Rusty?
Yeah, there he goes. Me.
I reckon there's going to be some people that are going to shell out, because that's about 500 quid more expensive than the original Deus.
Yeah, it's dearer than the bloody CTX.
I can't say anything because I've only ever had a Garrett and a Simplex, so I can't compare unless I've used the machine myself. So I can't really say anything on this matter.
I've used the Orcs, and it just didn't, regardless of the settings, it just didn't feel right in my hand. The Orcs.
Don't get me wrong. I want a short one.
I just don't like the feel of the S stem. It's almost like it's got it's more. I know they're light anyway, but it just doesn't feel natural holding it like that.
Obviously, I've got an S stem with a Vanquish.
I want to go on a CTX 3030. That's I just want to have a go on one. Only because Garage Rating News. Only because
was it like something? It was Philip. It was like holding somebody else's because it was somebody else's. I quite fancy trying the.
Wait a minute.
Well, I've tried it actually. The S stem for the Nox, which it goes into an S stem underneath where you're holding it, so you're holding the Nox the same way you normally do without the change of weight distribution. Do you know what I'm on about?
Val needs help. Yeah.
And highlight Nicola's comment when you're finished saying about Val. Yeah. Right.
Sorry.
So here's the thing. Like, yes, the DS1 has been obviously like as a master in ploughed fields, but is it going to have the same issues as other multi-frequency with the DS2?
So again.
Voids. You know what I mean? Is it going to have the same? Because obviously the Vanquish is the same as the Nox because obviously it's the same software and the same frequencies and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Apex doesn't perform very well in multi-frequency on
ploughed. Well, disturbed ground, innit?
Yeah, well, disturbed ground, yeah. So and the same with the Cruiser, even though the Cruiser and the Amphibia are not simultaneous, they still can sometimes have issues. So
Christian,
is the DS2 going to have that problem?
This is aimed at you, Will, I think.
I think it will. I think it'll be just a common issue with multi-frequencies machine because it's trying to do so much. It won't
it does not like the mirror pockets.
Hey, Loopy. Lucy's in the house.
Digger Christian, you alright? Chosen Newson, I love my Vanquish, but I still want a new detector.
Lucy's got some new digs. She's got new place.
She's
going to get into her streaming soon. So go and check out Black Ninja X69.
I was on Facebook earlier, and on my news feed was a post from Dirtfish Mish in Australia, who primarily uses the Nox.
Yeah.
And her post was that she lost a sub last night, and the person that unsubscribed was very polite. It said, "I've enjoyed watching your channel, over the last year." Said, but the reason that I'm unsubscribing is the fact that you don't search with the Nox anymore, because she's been using the Excalibur because she's been doing a lot of underwater detecting. And I thought, well, it's a fair enough comment, and he was polite about it. But I commented on it, and I said, I watch a channel because I like watching it. It doesn't matter what machine they're using. Sometimes the content can be good because they're having good finds. Sometimes it can be crap content because they've had a shit day's detecting. But it's the channel that you like. It's what they give you.
Yeah.
It's how they portray themselves across, and so everybody that's in here that's got videos, I'd love watching their videos and seeing the stuff, whether they're using a Garrett, Simplex, the Vanquish, the Nox, CTX, or whatever.
I'm still waiting for Terry to find that bloody third, the last beetle. He's been finding the beetles, hasn't he?
He's found John and Paul so far, has he?
Yeah, he needs to find the others.
Has he found Ringo?
No. He hasn't
found Ringo.
Terry, you still there? You need to get yourself out there and find that.
Mish was
Yeah,
fucking
we need to reform the Beatles, Terry. Come on.
Oh, it needs
Mish
two
was-
more.
Mish was the first YouTuber that I started talking to when I started up.
She's
So my first YouTuber was that I've actually spoken to properly was Terry. There you go. He's the one that convinced me to first go on live, and I was shitting myself. It was really
I can't
nice.
remember when I
Really
first
nice.
started watching it because it was all to do with the Simplex. I was looking at the Simplex had been released, I think, but then they'd run out of orders because it was such a popular seller. And then obviously the second batch that was coming over was delayed because they developed a coil fault. So I think it was like 2 months behind before I got mine. And so I was watching channels with the Simplex, and it probably would have been Aaron from South Coast or Dirt Diggers with the Simplex. So one of those two would have been the first one that I started watching YouTube videos on. I know Dirt Diggers was the first time I went on a live with them, because I went on there, just clicked on the link, didn't know what it was, and then all of a sudden I'm in the show. And then just having a little bit of a sensible chat, trying to be professional because it's somebody else's channel and didn't really want to, do their channel any harm. And then Rob Random comes on, and it all went downhill from then. And I thought, oh my God, who's this bloke?
Yeah, my first ever YouTuber detectorists. There's two of them that I started off watching because I got into metal detecting via a friend who convinced me to buy a Maplin Special detector.
He's not a
So I
friend.
bought no. But anyway, I started watching these videos. It is Metal Detecting 24. He's a German who never speaks, but I think what's that? I think he uses an ORX, I think, or a day or something. I don't know which one. I can't remember now. And Dog is my co-pirate. He was just in the chat just now. I've been following him for years, and he's a great guy. He's so polite as well. So polite. He's such a nice guy. He actually went. He went fishing once. Who's that?
Aqua Trigger.
Oh, the one who was having his videos nicked by some Arabian prince in his ivory tower.
Aqua Trigger was the very first that I started watching. And then Grim Bleeper and the Discriminators when Chris was... I can't even remember what his ex was called now.
Oh, I'll tell you the other one. Deep Digger Dan. He was the other one.
He was on live earlier, wasn't he? He had about 600 people watching him with sparklers.
He's just nuts. What made me love that guy was he was in Germany, and I think I've said this before. He found a hand grenade, the stick grenades, and he's going, "Shall I put? It's a live one. Shall I pull the pin and see what happens?" And he goes, and then it's like a climax, and then it went to the next tune in next day. So went back the next day, and he pulls the pin, and he throws this fucking thing. He's like, but I just thought he's a nutter, so I thought I'm going to follow that guy.
Well, you know what to do if an Irishman throws a pin at you? Run, he's got the grenade in his hand.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, Tinks, if you're in. Philip Wills, I dropped Man in the Hat because of lockdown. I dropped him because Terry said that they tried to get him on their show, and apparently he was very rude to Tez, saying that I'm not coming on your show to promote your channel. And I thought, really? That everybody started somewhere. He must have been like, he obviously can't remember that when he first started off, he probably had one sub, and it was probably his mum.
Is this the ring maker?
Yes.
Yeah, he yeah.
So I'm still I think I'm still subscribed, but I literally just took off notifications.
I'm subbed, and he's like he's on my Facebook now and again. He pops up like.
But he's another one who doesn't like Cleggy.
His profile
he doesn't
picture.
like Cleggy. He's called Cleggy out as well. I don't think he went out detecting in lockdown. I'm not sure, but I know that he called Cleggy out for going out while we were in lockdown. I think he really gave him what for, like how hard is it to actually, not stay at home and do your bit to,
It was quite simple, wasn't it? In fact, Boris said it clear as day. You must stay at home.
Yes.
No fairness, I didn't do anything Boris told me to. I wouldn't.
He is your leader.
He was waiting for Nicola Sturgeon to say something.
He's your leader. Nicola Sturgeon.
Exactly. He didn't do anything until fucking.
He got told off.
It.
She got told off. He's ignoring me now. Look.
What's that?
I am.
Yeah. Nicola Sturgeon got told off once. Boris went straight up there. He got in a plane, I think. Flew up there and told her off
because
and came back. Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, in a nutshell, she was showing him up, and that's what he didn't like. Because the cunt was photographed asleep with no mask on during COP26.
He's an idiot, he really is.
He's a fucking Simpsons character.
I still like that video. I don't know where I've seen that video. What football was he playing? He went up to that guy and just headbutted him in the chest. What was that?
Was that Soccer Aid, wasn't it?
Yeah, Soccer Aid, that right.
Basically, rugby tackled him.
He just headbutted this guy square in the chest. It was like... Oh dear, I don't know.
Jason, I'm making a slight alteration to your digger, by the way.
Fuck. What? Do you mean?
You'll see in a minute. I'm doing it now.
He's doing stuff.
He's drawing on it. I did tell you it was sharp. So if you nearly cut yourself on it, I did say that it was sharp.
I wasn't expecting it to be that fucking sharp, though.
Well, I did say that the one I sent to Tez, he put it in his bag, and he pierced his can of energy drink. So it went everywhere in his wife's bag. I did say it was bloody sharp.
I think Val's just challenged us.
What's that?
I think we're talking about Nicola Sturgeon. She's lovely. I know her. So say anything, I'll break your legs. Right then.
She looks like a poor man's Elton John. Goodbye, Scottish Brick Road.
Oh dear. I think you're going to...
Val's
I hope you didn't like walking, really.
Yeah, little Jimmy Cranky. How's it going, Nicola? Bandabby dozy.
Oh, Nicola Cranky, Percy, I think you're getting it next.
In all fairness, right?
Here we
she
go.
Did a better job than any other cunt during the fucking lockdown.
Yeah, but that's because
you had Boris Johnson.
She was waiting to see what mistakes Boris would do.
We did they fuck all. That's the problem.
I don't think he could have done a worse job than Labour. Anyway,
he brushed his hair
a little bit. Yeah, he brushed his hair a little bit and got married.
Well, if he'd have lost that by-election to what's his face before he was booted out, the bearded twat that never wears a tie. If he'd have won, we would have been overrun by bloody illegal immigrants by now. Worse than what we are now.
What's this KSI library on YouTube? Is that...
Oh, don't KSI when YouTube bloody wannabe goes into a boxing ring and makes a mockery of the boxing profession, those bloody YouTubers do.
Oh, is that noise? Can everyone else hear that in chat? Jason can't.
I can't.
I am so happy that that's back, by the way.
Yeah, we've missed that interference. It's like, where's it been? Comrade Corbin. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you're right there,
treasure
Percy.
rangers are still about. They do. I think Jamie gets out a bit more often without Rachel now. I don't know if
Yeah.
Rachel's busy, but they do a lot of. I think they're giving you a run for your giveaway videos, and they Kev?
Yeah, they do. They do loads of. They that thing where you've got to count the amount of you got to spell out the word, haven't you, that you see throughout the video in
Oh,
the
right,
next,
yeah.
and then they. So
That's
they
a
do
good
it
way
a
of
different way, but
getting folk to watch a video.
it is. It's like the one I just done, where everyone had to count the ghost. How many times they had to count, count the ghost, and Ed Booth won it. It's just one of those things. Yeah.
I came
Hopefully, I'll
across
get
a
my
gay
melting pot
ghost the other
video
day.
tomorrow.
Oh, what was that?
Go on.
I came across a gay ghost.
you?
He put the willies at me.
There it is.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. Does that mean that you're not going to be using that now, though?
Oh yeah, I'll still use it.
Just have to touch it up every now and then.
Yeah.
I think it's only Mike, the detecting channel. He's got mine on his shelf of all his other detecting accessories and stuff like that. So it's too good to use in the field.
I just feel like it needed to have a Batman logo on it, like.
Trust me, I did look at trying to make those to sell them, but you're never going to be able to compete with mass produced.
I know that, but like, where are we meant to have to go find it?
That Blackadder shit. It just looks like somebody stuck it together with a bit of mastic. Sorry, Philip. I think you won that one, didn't you? The purple one.
They look very nice, though.
They are.
Very nice.
They're sexy.
Yeah.
Not even Robert's got one, mate.
No. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping to get more information about that multiplex. But
Depending on what it is, I might save up to get one.
No one knows when it's been released yet. It's like
it's before Christmas, isn't it? Or is that the Deus?
Deus is
that's the Deus.
This year.
Obviously,
Right.
we got our own resident nomad in the chat, but he cannot confirm or deny the name or when it's released.
Right.
Okay.
So, Evolution.
Look at that polished shit.
Right. Now, look at the tip, for instance.
Yeah.
Totally warped.
Right, John.
See the bend in it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
not
did
good.
that in the first day of using it.
But that's because it's narrow.
Yeah. And it's
That's why, I think there was somebody said about making, I think it was Dale, when it said about making it a bit narrower.
Yeah.
But if I make mine narrower, it's going to flex like that.
It is,
And plus,
yeah,
also,
it's
it hasn't been tempered either, mine. That Evolution one would have been tempered to make it harder.
Yeah. But it's shit. Like,
Hey, dig it,
shit.
Mark.
It's all right if you literally just prying bits out, but mine, I tried out rocks with mine. I'm
not being funny. Yours is bigger, right? But it weighs exact same as the Evolution.
2 mil stainless steel.
Like, this just sits in the cupboard now.
Weigh it on your drug scales, Will.
I don't have drug scales.
He's trying to call you bluff, man. He's trying to call you out.
It's not 2007.
I would literally like to. I would like to make more of them, but I can't. I'd have to do it all from scratch. That one there you got is the last one that was done on our laser at work as like prototypes. I think I had about 8 or 9 of them done. And then all it was a case of doing was folding it on the ends and up the middle, and then welding that diamond gusset in to give it strength.
Say, you've even got like the gusset for strength, like that.
Yeah.
It's flat.
No.
Yeah,
Like,
you should. If you was to make
folk pay money for bespoke items.
Yeah, I
at
was
the end
gonna
of the
say.
day, look at like Ace of Spades and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Hey Lee,
But, like,
how you doing, mate? Yeah, if you was to make them, like to make them to sell, how much would you think?
I was trying to sell them at around about 35 quid.
Which is
in the end, I think I ended up selling them for £25 posted.
Which is the price of the Evo.
Did get Mark bought one. Dave and the Detectives, he bought one. So that was two bought them off me for £25 posted each.
Right,
and then the other ones I think I did is I gave Tezza one because he was pleading poverty. And he said he'd get me in with some good people for sponsor side of things as well. The lying prick. But no, I get thought I'd give Terry one to really try out in the fields because I know that he's got some stony fields and all that, so I put it through his paces and all that. I mean, a few of them that I gave away, they've been sort of like you didn't.
That's interesting.
I won you. You didn't win it, you tit. I gave you that because then you bitched. You bitched that I didn't sign it for you.
Oh, I remember that little argument. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find an Evo digger for the usual place that I know definitely sells them. I'm obviously not going to mention them because they're a rival sponsor. I've not got them.
I mean, but so I think they came at a offcut to stainless, so they were like you could probably. I think it was out of a piece that was like that. You could probably get about 8 of them out. With all the bits.
The work that goes into it, though. Is like,
Well, they were lasered with the grooves on, with the serrated bits in. So all it was a case of once you got the tooling set up on the press, you fold them, no problem. It was just a case of getting that set up and doing it all in one. Then you welding it. And then I think I went to Halford's and bought some handlebar grips for the handle.
I did think that was a grip for a bike.
Yeah.
I prefer it because obviously that's the standard grip for most diggers in the hobby. I don't like it. I like that.
It's not even glued on. So if it starts to perish, you just dip that in boiling water until it softens up, and then you can slide it off. Because the bloke in there was trying to tell me to use hairspray. If you warm up the rubber handle, then spray the inside with hairspray, and then you slide it on. It acts like a glue, but by the time I put it on there, it doesn't need it. Once it starts cooling down, it is so tight on there, it's not going anywhere.
Right. So the Evolution short-handled trowel with teeth. So it's basically not that one. It's the wider one. So it's the closest to your one.
Yeah.
Is on a rival company. I will not mention names. Is £29.60.
Rambo knife.
That one that I've got.
Does it come with a sheath though?
No.
Because mine does it. Because obviously I end up having to go to an Armley surplus store to find one on the off chance.
The sheath that you can get for them is only available from our racist cunts.
But it wouldn't fit with mine anyway.
Yeah.
Tectotrack, $8.99.
What's that for?
We already figured
What's
that
that?
out, Kev.
No, Mark sent me it ages ago. I just only opened it.
What's that for?
Tectotrack,
It's
that app to go
Right.
tracking
around.
your detective.
To go around what?
It shows you
You
where
go
you've
around
been
your.
in the field.
Oh, right. I just dragged my spade and then I just for the lines on the ground.
Yeah, thanks, Terry. Please, everybody, if you have personal issues with each other, please keep them to your own selves. Thank you. That's all I'll say.
Fuck off, Terry. I hate you. Just joking.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's just
What have I missed in the chat?
I don't know. We're too small a community to be falling
Yeah.
out with each other.
I stay out of it, and I'll please keep it out of my chats. Thank you.
Yeah. Play nice. Otherwise you get put on the naughty step.
I didn't even see what he's on about though.
Yes, Treasure Nation Mark sent me a picture of a buckle. I hope you don't mind me talking about it. And using finds.org.uk, I compared it to a buckle that was on there, and it's identical. And we dated it. This is why you should always not just, it's a buckle, put it to one side. It, probably 12th, 13th, or 14th century buckle. So there you go.
Yeah, don't turn it into hedge fodder.
So it's
No,
just a
keep
buckle.
them.
Always,
It's just
always.
a buckle. But
It's just a buckle.
it's not. You play.
See,
Will.
you see,
Don't.
perfect reason why you should never turn anything into hedge fodder is that my
That's where
brother's
the best
pretty
stuff
good.
is.
He's pretty good, more or less Texas, but he had so much shit that was pulling his belt down that he decided to get rid of it. And it's my dad's farm that he works on anyway, so they always had one spot. If they got overloaded, they used to throw a bit into the hedge. But he entered his pouch one time, and when he got home, he realised that he'd tossed out a juice harp.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
find of a lifetime for him. That was. And he realised
that's
he
for
thrown
most
it in.
people, isn't it?
That's
For
it's
most
my juice
people.
heart video this week actually.
So never throw anything in there.
I think anybody, literally anybody who does detective would love to find one of those. And you found one, I know, but my God,
I
imagine
wouldn't
that.
mind finding one, but literally next on my bucket list that is priority for me is a cartwheel penny. That's what I want. I so desperately want one.
See, you found hammers. I found loads of cartwheels. It's
I'm
strange,
just
isn't it?
there.
But I'll tell you what, you come up here for a week and I'll go down there for a week. Plus, you've
Yeah,
also
right.
got the added bonus that, like, yeah, you say that you've got no permissions, but you still got that beach to go down and swing on.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I've got loads of beaches.
See that? Whereas I haven't got a beach that is the nearest beach to me is probably Borth Beach, which is like a shitty estuary coming down at the one side of it, which is about 2 hours away.
Yeah, Tez is saying he would love a Roman fib, but he's got a Robert fib.
Robert Fib. That's rarer than Roman, that is.
That's one of a kind, that. Jeff's got two carties.
Yeah. And I was out. I was out as well in the field with my dad and my brother, and literally about 4 rows over, I had this shout like, "Oh, another bloody cartwheel!" I went, "What?" He said, "Oh, I just got another cartwheel." Bloody things, I'm always finding them. So, oh God, and I held it, and it was in one of my videos as well. I held it; it was in pristine condition. I was so gutted, really was.
Yeah, I'd love to find a Croto Bell Val. They are around here. I've seen people very local to me finding them. You've just got to, like you say, swing over them.
Back in a sec, mate.
That's all right. Oh dear. Hope everything's okay there, Will. Yeah. Yeah, Croto bells. That is definitely on my bucket list, as well as the hammered coin, but you know, it is what it is. You've got to swing over it, I suppose. So,
Don't be sick on my carpet, please. Come here. Come here.
I've got one that I won Divi Comp. What's that, a Croto bell? Yeah, I've seen loads of people do actually have a massive collection of Crotal bells. I'll be happy with just one. I think actually.
Hiya.
Hello, little lady. You poorly.
That's alright. Come on. Say
Night
bye.
night. Poor little thing. It's awful. It's awful when kids are poorly. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, this is. I had a. You call it man flu, you call it you like, but my God, it was like I phoned the 111 and they said we are the year of the variants, aren't we? There's like a variant of the cold, the common cold, and loads of people fell down with it. It just knocks you off your feet. It's not full blown flu, but it's like, my God, coughing is just unbearable. It wasn't COVID either. It's just like a cold, but oh, it's awful. Lovely buckle, 13th century. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you can get up on that hill, Mark. Oh, Melton Sets
Come
in
back.
Lincolnshire, Mark, was talking about you earlier, by the way, just saying.
Who?
No, I was just saying, I was talking to the two Marks. It's quite confusing.
Oh.
Earlier on the Facebook chat, and yeah, all good things, all good things. Yeah, so that buckles, always keep them. Check them out on finds.org.uk. I'm not promoting their channel. I'm just saying that's where you find all the information that you need. So
Just a buckle.
It's part of history. We're not going there again because you're going to find the buckle and destroy it or something, and melt it or something daft. Turn it into, I don't know, a key ring or something. Here we go. Most of the yes, mate. I think you're right, Philip. I've had most of the colds that weekend. I'm always emptying my pouch. Wrong channel. So I got to go, guys. Thanks, Kev. Oh, see you later, Nicola. Thanks for coming.
Bye. Who's messaged me? Oh, never mind. Oh, too far.
Is this your box of tricks?
Yeah. See, that's just a buckle.
Well, yeah, isn't that a cow thing or a horse?
No.
A horse thing, isn't it?
No, it's a buckle. It's an annular buckle.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hang on. Let's have a look.
Man, yeah. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a funny shape.
Yeah.
That's just a buckle as well, but it's silver.
Well, it's not just a buckle then. It's
It's just a buckle.
precious. My precious.
That's the buckle. I suppose I better message TT to you about this as well.
What's that then?
Well, I think it's like an end of a belt, but I think it's like a sword mount kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like really thin as well. So,
It's possible.
yeah. I had the friend round the other day, and she was looking through this, and she's from Nigeria, and I had to explain the golly.
Oh, right, yeah.
That was actually quite hard to explain, actually.
To somebody that doesn't know, I'd imagine it would be. He's back.
Yes, I'm back.
We've got last year, we got a tobacconist in town. He sells knickknacks, for tourists. And I walked past once. I was going,
sorry to interrupt you, but can't you get
What?
knickknacks anywhere? Don't they do like
Yes,
big
mate.
6
Yes,
Scampi
little
lemon.
odds and sods. Little odds and sods for the grockers, And I was walking past, and I had to stop and I sort of backtrack, and I looked back in the window. I shit you not. This is last year. I shit you not. His window was full of gollies, the dolls. I was just looking in the window, going,
Yeah,
But the thing is, though, like
That-
gollies aren't themselves.
no,
racist.
it's people using them in a
It's the W
derivative
word
term.
after it.
Yes.
it was because I always, when I was a kid, growing up, all through the years, I associated the symbol
With
of a
jam.
golly as jam and marmalade.
Yeah,
You
so,
know?
yeah.
I used to get read the golly stories every week
Was
by
it,
my great
was it
granny.
Robinson's?
Robinson's,
Yeah,
yeah.
Robinson's jam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robinson's with the golly on the jar. That was its symbol.
It's gone silly, hasn't it? Really,
It has, but then
like-
if
it's
you're
like-
using the image of a golly to when
As
you're
a racial
talking,
slur like that racist twat did.
yes, then that's where it's not right. It shouldn't be allowed.
There's my golly.
Oh
That I
yeah.
found. You'll probably hear B coughing. She's all right. She's just.
Yeah, she's right. Yeah.
We're on potty training mode this week. So
How are you doing, Will? Are you getting to grips with the potty all right?
Yeah. Grand.
You haven't
Just push
dribbled
up against a
or
bush.
anything?
You haven't dribbled or anything, or
No.
you haven't dropped it when you've gone to empty it down the toilet.
No, I didn't use the toilet. I just use a bush.
Ah.
My neighbours at the back are loving it.
I better shut that window.
No, Tez. What it was when I commented on that post, they said that detectable prices were the same as they were for 2021. So spring detectable will be the same price as it was this year, and summer will be the same again. So I get the feeling that spring detectable is cheaper than summer detectable.
Wait a minute. Where do we say it was? Is it West Norfolk?
What?
The detectable or
No,
Norfolk area?
spring is
Summer.
spring is Cambridge. No, Oxford. Spring is Oxfordshire, and summer is Cambridgeshire.
Ah, right. That's right. Yeah.
And I think if Scott's still in the chat, he went to spring. And can you confirm what it was, Scott? Was it about 56 quid?
I don't know.
I think it was about 56 quid for spring detectable.
I don't know what
He's
one I'm
good.
going to yet.
He's googling it.
I'm hoping to do both this year because I'll have my Christmas money off my granddad. Yes, I still get Christmas money off my granddad. He's a legend, he is. Okay, you didn't pay. And then obviously I'll have my birthday money for summer detectable. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do both. It just depends on what goes on up around this way.
Well, one's spring's Oxford.
Yeah. Spring's Oxford and summer's Cambridge.
So I'm getting a weird tapping on my cupboard door.
It's a ghost.
I think it was something like 3 hours. Oxfordshire is about 3 hours from me.
Let's have a wee look-see peeksy. That's a long way away. Right then, let's just do it for who's Oxford. I know it's not going to be Oxford on the nose, but let's just do it as Oxford. That is a lovely 5 hours and 13 minutes drive for me.
How far?
5 hours and 13 minutes. And I've just had a thought as well. Like, you know, we were talking about it on Friday. Like, I could drive down to Manchester and hitch up with and with Rob. Like, well, I'll have to leave early on the Sunday morning anyway. So I'll to get back up the road, because I'll have B. So
Some weird goings on in my house again.
So I'll have to leave at like 12.
Whack.
Well, not 12, like 11-ish. So
LP didn't pay. Oh yeah, I think if you're a rep, you don't pay then. Is that right? I would have thought.
No, if you're pretty much sponsored, if they got stands down there, majority of them, get help or get free, basically get free ticket. I know.
Salam.
We get into nothing till birthdays. So.
Yeah, if I was living a bit closer, it'd be fucking great.
It would be great. Or if I didn't work every
I'm
Sunday,
about
it
that
would
far
be
on
great.
the map.
Yeah, he's about that far. Well, I'm about that far on the map there, so.
I'm not even joking. See the one that was a wee while ago, and it was the closest to me. It was like a 35-minute drive away from my house. And I was working. That's the one that Rob went to, I think. One of the ones that Rob went to.
He didn't have a lot of luck there, though, did he?
No, I think he was too busy talking to Graham and Mel, though.
See, if I went out there, it'd be a case of, all right, Graham, I'm out. Like, I'm off to Texas now. Yeah, ta-da. No, I'm going to Texas. I'm up here to find a hammer. Ta-da.
I'll be like, I'll just be thinking, please let me find the hammy, please. Sorry, hammered. Sam hammered. Metal Detectives group that runs Detective always has great land for rallies. All summer long, hordes of hammards found on theirs. Detectable sucked.
They were sold a bloody big lie with that land. That's why. And I even reckon that specky-eyed prick knew that it had been done to death as well. See you, Percy.
In my experience, especially here, land that's got like the most potential on paper ends up being shit.
It's the same here. You go past areas like the areas that I've got around this particular historical event. It's probably been done to death over the years, and I'm picking up the odd thing that's probably been missed. So yeah, if you think, oh yes, got a good bit of history, chances are it's been bloody done already.
Yeah.
Ken, all the way from Japan.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
I don't think that detectable was properly surveyed. Normally, you get people go on there, spend a couple of hours in a particular field, see what. But I'll tell you what, if anybody had done that, they'd have known there was a lot of iron tones coming through. Every step it was iron tone after iron tone. So I don't reckon that was properly surveyed.
Don't you think detectable is more like a commercial thing,
it is commercial. It is, but it's also it doesn't say that we guarantee you fines.
No, no.
It is always marketed on bringing the world of detecting together, which is pretty good. Because if I'd have gone there on my own, not known anybody, it probably would have been pretty shit. It was just for the fact that the company I was with, made up for it. It did, but like I said, like you got a big area like that, and people are spending that sort of money. That place should be surveyed properly and checked out for what you're going to be possibly getting.
The only people that were extremely pissed off was the Poles, weren't they? Apart from when they stole all the diesel and the generators.
But then saying that, so some of us, you can get a lot of people, and majority, probably 90% of the people that went there probably did leave there bitching about the fines being very poor. But then you had the few that were lucky. You had Luke had a hammered, and you got Gareth, who got those 2 gold coins. There were a couple of
found all that silver.
Yeah, so there were some people that had some good stuff, but
I
overall,
figured him out.
I think there should have been more.
I figured him out. You know, John, North Devon's Tetris. I know why he's so lucky.
Never heard of her.
It's that moustache.
Oh, her, yeah.
Definitely that moustache. It's I'm gonna grow one of them.
It's like those rods, isn't it? When you walk and the rods cross over. I reckon his moustache does that.
I'm gonna grow one of them big fucked up.
Next time you're out with him and he's got to just get the camera on his face, zoom really quick and watch that moustache and see whether it crosses over. If you're watching this back on playback, John, we love you.
Yeah, love you really, mate. Please let me come on your permission. Just saying. No, there's a couple of guys that have been very kind enough to let me on their permission soon. So that's really, really great. It's a big moral sort of a boost, if you know what I mean. Because when you've got nothing, and if you like those people out there that are like me, are very nervous about meeting people face to face, knocking on people's doors. It's a big boost when someone says, "Oh, yeah, come on with us. It's fine." Handlebar moustache. Nothing wrong with that, mate.
I want to go up to Detective Susie next year. So
she's flying with those subs, isn't she? I mean, she was on something like.
Happen, though.
Yeah, so did I. And like, when I joined the team, I think she was on about 250.
Yeah.
And then you see some of they were short videos, but she was getting good stuff. And I said in the chat, I said, it won't be long before you're flying up there. And look at her, she's up to 600 plus now.
608 was the last.
Yeah.
She'll be overtaking me before long.
I think I'm getting closer to 900 now. So I'm not sure what to do what to give away.
605 she's on.
605.
Oh. What's Dale on now? Is he any closer to 500 yet? I've not checked for him.
Well, I'm on 558. Dale is on 473.
Oh, he's getting there.
He's got a 500 sub giveaway as well, but he said that his subs just ain't going up.
No. Does he still do like mad premieres? Because people want to watch his videos, don't they? But then they click on it. It's like premiered in 10 days. Oh, I don't know if he stopped doing.
He's not released anything for 2 weeks.
Oh.
See it, Tez.
Because I like his. I like the way he goes around viewing
historical places.
like that. Yeah, like that fort there on Hadrian's Wall. That was awesome. That was. I like that. It got me thinking about, because I was looking around this town that I live in. It's loads of old churches, and we've actually got a church where they tried the last 3 witches. Actually, there was no such thing as witches, but they've had mental disorders.
Yes,
but back then, oh yeah, Nicholas Sturgeon. Sorry,
there were witches. You ever see Bewitched, the TV program,
or Sabrina?
Or Sabrina. Yeah, the witches are real.
Yeah, because it is in colour as well, so it must be true.
Yeah, must be true. Santa told me that anyway.
Oh, yeah. See you later. Who's going?
Terry.
Terry.
Give him half an hour and phone him.
And Heavy Med. No, Terry is going. It is just Terry.
Give him half an hour and give him a phone.
Oh. Treasure Nation.
Oh, bloody hell, that Bradbury bloke on his premieres.
Oh,
Doesn't even turn up for him.
Have you heard about him?
No. He said hello to me earlier, though. Go on.
I don't know whether I can tell. So somebody who's in the chat is a member of the Knobheads. Do you want to divulge, Nate?
Why are you not just doing it?
Because it wasn't me that
Yeah, but you're just spreading.
Yeah, but no. Because I'm not saying it. I said, have you heard about him? It's up to
Last I saw, he found a silver coin.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to explain about it, mate? Or not?
Thanks, Terry. Yeah, I appreciate that. So I just seen your message. If he's all there.
If he lets me, I'll talk about it.
It's not anything to do with.
I don't want to say anything if it's going to affect his channel.
But you don't need to mention his name, though.
I'm looking now.
Well, John Digger Bradbury was messaged by someone, and the topic of the that video that circulated went round.
Yeah.
Oh, the gold ring?
Yeah.
That's what he's found, apparently.
Christ, that must have cost them a bit off of eBay.
But apparently that that particular clip he had to reshoot because the original take didn't come out very well.
Cough.
And when and of course he forgot to edit it, and it was somebody, one of his friends pointed it out. So by the time he'd deleted it, obviously it had been grabbed off YouTube by the
everybody.
Yeah, and so of course it had been circulating, and
Right.
there you go. See, I didn't want to say anything, Scott, because I wanted to, I didn't want to bring your name into it. So but yes, he blocked him. He asked him if it was true or not, and he blocked him, and apparently said that the police were involved for basically like slander or something, or being
fuck off,
cyberbullying. And I said, well, he ain't got a leg to stand on. This video's out there that he's planted it. So how can we say that? How can he deny that he's planted it? Regardless of whether he said that he's planted it because he had to reshoot that part, it is irrelevant. Like the video's out there that he was seen planting it for a video. Tell him he's got yeah. Oh well, you know me, Scott. I don't want to be mentioning anybody's names unless they were happy to, especially with someone like you. So yeah. If somebody plants a gold ring and forgets to edit it, then that's their problem, not mine. So yeah, and obviously it circulated around, and I think he asked where the video came from. He said, "How did you get your hands on it? Can you tell me who it was?" And so yeah, so like apparently he's been in touch with the police because of people sort of like making him look bad. Mate, you made yourself look bad. It's there in video. Sorry, mate.
You do not forget to edit that shit.
No.
You know what I mean?
Don't do it.
You do that.
Don't do it.
Or you say, "Oh, I've just had to refilm it. I've just found this." You don't rebury it. They film it again.
Did you see my video?
But
Did you
the
see
way
my
I
last
see it,
video?
what
It was my last video. It was I found nothing, but I filmed it.
yeah,
That's real metal detecting. You find I'm making a point with the newbies because they'll go, yeah,
yeah.
you're going to find loads of treasure. You're not. You're going to find lots of
Hypothermia
shit.
before you find treasure.
You're going
He
to find
he
lots of shit.
he could have shown the original clip and maybe sort of like done a little bit after that.
Or voiceover that.
Yeah, because it's just like the way that you're even you're faking it. It's like, oh shit, bloody gold ring! Ah, that'll bloody do. Well, yeah. Oh, for Christ's sake, mate! You
He's
thought he was in
acting.
the room then, didn't
He's
you? You thought he was in
acting
the room.
as pish. So it is. His acting is terrible.
Yeah, and
I can't.
it's
I'm not
like
sure if it on here.
I wish that I could do more live digging the plug out and revealing what I get, but sometimes it's just like it could be 2 or 3 minutes to locate it, and then you're eating into time that you do, which is why like I'll have a bit of a rummage, and if I think I'm close, then I might start it like I did with that Charles the First. You know, I'd rummage around, I'd uncover the edge, then started the video in, so pulled the coin out. You can see the imprint there and everything, and it's my reaction is just like, you know, it's like shock, really is shock. You cannot fake that sort of shit. And you can even tell with his, you know, digging that gold ring. It's like that's not the reaction that you get.
I first it's a the reaction. I found a gold ring before only once before, and I was like, and then you go like your face sort of drains, and you sort of don't know what to do with yourself. Am I looking at this? And then you feel a bit ill. Well, I did. I felt a bit sick, and I nearly fainted.
Poker wanting to see the video again.
But it's like the that gold ring I found on the beach. You know, like I was videoing it when I was going through the sieve, and it wasn't a massive like oh my god I got gold sort of thing. It was like I was trying to keep my voice down because you start saying that you found gold, you're going to be having loads of people swearing. He said, yeah, I've lost a ring, but it was the fact that it was a modern ring. Yeah, it's gold, and I found gold, but it would have been a different reaction if it had been historical gold, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ring I found wasn't anything. I mean, it was something like 18 carat or something daft like that. And at the time, in fact, that was with a Garrett. I found that, and I wasn't really into the historical side of things. It wasn't old, and I sold it straight away because I was skint. So, but I regretted selling it, because I'm really collecting everything precious now. So,
Val, he's got about 2 or 3 Facebook bloody accounts and about 4 different detecting groups.
I think Val really wants to see the video though.
I can't show that on here.
Why not?
I can't.
All right, Val, you want to see the video, do you?
I think Scott's sending it.
He's going to send it by PM, any.
Yeah.
I can send it to you as well if I find on the messenger. I really should save it to a device. Really, it'd be a lot easier. I have to keep going through loads.
Did you just put hand cream on?
No,
No?
I was putting it on my leg.
Jizz.
He's like proper like look at me in the cuticle.
Jism.
I don't like the smell of it. It smells like chocolate. I don't like the smell of it.
Oh.
No, my leg was getting a bit sore, so I was putting cream on it.
All right. Oh, that's your new tat, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go, Val. I've sent it to you. Enjoy.
That's two I've done. That's 2 I've done in like 4 days.
Does it not like hurt more when you do it yourself?
Do
No.
what?
The tattoos.
You can control it, can't you?
Yeah.
Because I can't remember I can't really remember this little one. I got to
That's
check this
because
out.
that's because it's that size and it's on your arm.
But I had this one, and I remember that one burnt a little. It felt like a burning sensation.
Well, no wonder you're
nothing.
getting the rampant lion tattooed on you.
Well, yeah, of course.
See, that one hurt towards the armpit, and it hurt on the top there as well because it's near enough on the bone.
On the bone, yeah. Here we go. The painted man's coming out.
He's got no canvas left.
Right. So
the group chat is full up with fucking pictures of his tattoos lately.
Yeah.
And you got to go, wow, there, mate. Wow, that's a really good job. But then he's running out of room. He's going to be overlapping before. He's going to have to tattoo white patches on him.
Yeah. I saw a guy in Asda the other day. He's totally bald, but he was totally covered in tats all the way down. And I was trying to read his head, going. he caught us all staring at us.
Get him out of there, Will. Let's have a look.
Right. So inner forearm, inner biceps not sore at all. Same with the back of the arm. Everywhere on my arm wasn't sore. In fact, everywhere. Elbow feels like, when you put your elbow on something hard and you lean on it and you kind of rotate it a wee bit. That's what it feels like. My chest, ignore what it says.
What did it say? Brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
That didn't really hurt that much because it's on, and made my teeth chatter because it's right on my collarbone. That hurt quite a bit. My zombie pin-up didn't really hurt that much. My live, love, burn, die hurt on the burn, funnily enough. And then I have to stand up now. Wait a minute, get the camera. This is what I've done myself. And it hurt a wee bit, but you can control, as Jason said, you can control it better. So it's tattoos don't hurt.
Well, I had mine done. He said, "Have you had any tattoos done before?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, we'll just do a little bit and say you get on." Must have done a line about that long. He said, "How was that?" I said, "Well, stings a bit." I said, "But I'm not leaving here with just a bloody line now." I said, "We're going to have it all done." 2 hour and a half sessions. Hour and a half to do the outline, and then it was another hour and a half to have the shading done.
That Harley Quinn took me 4 hours last night.
That's more Xbox time, that is. That's the way I see it. Especially with the new Call of Duty
my
Vanguard.
Series X, since I moved out for Lewis, has been on a grand total of 10 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My 1S is on every day because I use that for like Netflix and Disney Plus and that. But
yeah, I'm rewatching Stranger Things because I found out some very upsetting news, and Stranger Things fans will agree it's not out now till next year.
Oh, I seen that coming anyway. Like I well and truly seen that coming, Kev. I don't know why you didn't see that coming. It's April.
I had my hopes up. It's like that film Antlers. I'm still waiting for that. It's supposed to be this month. What the hell?
We'll get another couple of human centipede films before we get Stranger Things.
Oh God! I watched the third one as well because I watched the second one. I had to watch the third one as well.
I actually had to turn the second one off.
It's
First
really,
one doesn't bother me that much.
Do you know what? The whole of the film, the only colour in that whole film, the second one, is brown. Oh, at the wrong moment.
See, my own farts make me want to fucking heave. So the thought of somebody actually having shit forced down their throat from the person they're sewn to in front of them is like, nah.
I'll talk about farts. I watched.
I bet you all sat there, Kev. You watched the first one. I bet you were wanking yourself silly, weren't you?
Oh yes, he was.
So long as everybody has a good time, right?
That's it. That's all it is. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. A very disturbing one to watch, Shutbirds, is the ABCs of Death. Now, I only watched 2 clips and I had to turn it off. It's
ABCs of Death.
the English, yeah, basically 36 countries got given a letter of the alphabet, and they had to come up with a short clip, a short video on that letter that they were given. Now, England got T is for talk. So basically, there's some people trapped in this tiny room, and they're chained to the wall. And when a sign flashes, talk, they have to talk about anything at all. But they have to keep talking until the sign goes off. If they stop talking, if they stutter, their head gets crushed.
T for toilet.
Right?
Fucking, I've got blokes at work that would easily pass that.
Yeah. And then I watched Then I got Japan. Japan got F. And guess what they picked? F is for farts.
Fart.
How the fucking are you gonna fart on cue?
Let's just say a Japanese student with a female Japanese student with a female Japanese teacher. It gets very weird. Anyway, this Japanese teacher farts at this girl in her face, and she gets sucked into a. I can't believe it.
Gets sucked into what?
She farts, and the fart sucks her up into her bum, and she dies.
Right, put my screen on, Kev.
Oh dear, you got it, haven't you?
Look at this guy.
What the hell?
I really want to watch this.
What's that one? Is that the Death by? Oh, right.
It's very upsetting. They've made 2 versions now, 2 movies.
Yeah.
A kid-friendly one as well, is it?
I wouldn't recommend children watch this at all. In fact, I wouldn't even recommend
there's
adults
ABCs
watching
of Death 2.5.
Oh.
And there's a trailer. Can we watch the trailer?
Go for it. I apologise in advance for anybody throwing up.
Look away now.
There's only 8 in the chat anyway.
This is a public announcement. If anybody's of a serious disposition and is an absolute pussy, look away.
Oh dear God. I don't own any rights to this whatsoever, so yeah, it's only a short trailer anyway. Verse 27.
I thought we were starting watching Power Rangers there.
Yeah. It literally is just short videos, but my God.
I've seen the 3 amigos there.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's. See what I mean? What the fuck? If anybody goes to watch these films, I want you to expect the unexpected.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to watch that.
You'd probably find it funny. I mean, I couldn't. I only watched 2 of them, and I can't watch anymore because they're like, oh, they're just. Especially after when that Japan one came on, that was it. I just couldn't watch it anymore.
Here we go. Here's the first trailer. Take my strong hand.
Yeah. That was their selling point. 26 Ways to Die.
A pollen.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
I don't know what's going on there. You see, oh,
It's all over the place, isn't it?
it's entertaining if you're
It's
into.
more fucking random than fucking a Tarantino film.
It is. It very much is. Oh, I know what he's doing with pliers. Yeah.
Oh, that was shit.
You'll love the English one. That's probably the better one out there. But I have to warn you in advance, especially when you get to F is for farts, right? You're probably going to want a vomit bag.
What about F is for fun.
I understand and wish to continue.
Oh, this is the one. This is
Is
it.
that? Yeah, there we go. Right.
Now, I did warn everybody.
I'm going to complain.
I don't own any rights to this whatsoever. Don't be fooled by that innocent-looking face. It's not the kind of film that you think it is.
Доброе утро. Мисс Юми, вы что, подглядывали? О нет, мне так стыдно. Я видела, что ты сделала. Мне иногда кажется, что не Бог, а мисс Юми постоянно за мной следит. Когда я рядом с мисс Юми, я чувствую себя такой счастливой, и я не могу бороться с тем сильным желанием, которое дается в моей груди.
I need another drink.
Такая добрая и чистая. Интересно, мисс Юми могла бы издать такой же ужасный звук?
Just stick with it.
И
It's
вот когда
coming.
мы испытали Бога на себе. О нет, это землетрясение. Земля стала дрожать под ногами. Газ! Там выходит газ! Бежим! Может быть, это черный дым? Это газ, выходящий из задницы Бога? Мисс Юми, я не хочу умереть, вдыхая этот газ.
Here we go.
Если уж мне предстоит умереть, да, ваш... Я лучше буду вдыхать ваш газ. Ладно. Раз ты не возражаешь, если я буду плохо пахнуть.
Wait for it. It's not that kind of a film that you think.
У вас такая красивая фотка. Ну, поехали.
Wait for it.
They just use the Snapchat. They just use the Snapchat filter to film that bit.
You know, it's like pollen.
I did warn you. Wait for it. Wait for it. The best is going to come.
I feel like it's kind of turned into like some sort of henty soft porn.
I know, Ralph. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, guess where she is now?
Съемки в пахнет совершенно одинаково.
Fucking
Так
hell.
счастливо. Потусторонний мир вовсе не такое совершенное место. Давай забудем о приличиях и станем
Out of all the movie producers that submitted the F short film, they picked this one to feature in the movie.
I was expecting the same sort of thing being sucked up her ass like you were sucked out of the window of a fucking plane while it's like 20,000 feet up in the air.
No, nothing like that. It's more disturbing.
That is some shit film work.
Wow.
I kind of want to see more.
Fucking I don't. How long was that video, Will?
4 minutes and 26 seconds.
Well, that's 4 minutes and 26 seconds of my life I'll never get back.
You'll have to
I ought to
download it.
report that video that's on YouTube for fucking wasting people's time. Nothing to do with its content. It's shit.
Okay's gonna get a slap on her wrist. Yeah, I know. Ban
And that's just from his wife.
Yeah. It's not my fault. They've put YouTube have let this on their platform anyway. Someone's reported. Have I got thumbs down yet? Let's have a look. Probably.
Nope.
No.
But
Wow.
I've just clicked.
Give it 5 minutes.
I've just given it a thumbs up.
Now, it's 2.5 hours into the stream. I'm pretty sure folk will have.
Yeah, if anybody gets that far, mate, on a replay, fair play to them.
Yeah.
What's on telly tonight? Fuck off! I'm watching the replay of Detective Kev.
Yeah, I'll probably get a copyright strike because it's over a few seconds, but doesn't matter.
Who's live? Was it on your live when it went off for a while?
Yeah, it did. It did. Will was playing
blank,
music.
didn't it? Yeah.
He was playing videos, movies.
Yeah, that's right. And it went off for a couple of minutes, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Basically.
I forgot about that.
Well, did I just go off again?
Is it off?
No, I think we're still live. What?
Yeah, back
No.
on.
We went off. Because I'm watching the chat.
Oops.
We went off. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Oh, aye.
Stream suspended for policy violations. And it's nothing to do with anybody reporting it. It just flags it
automatically, yeah. Well, that's good to know.
Well, there you go. That's
the second time you've had that done now. Kev, one more, you're out.
I did. I went off for about a minute. Yep. We were trying to. We were talking about
on the StreamYard. We're carrying on talking, so they've probably missed everything we were talking about for an hour. Not an hour, a minute.
Because you didn't want to watch what we was watching anyway.
They missed the epic fart blast at the end.
Did they miss it?
Yeah.
You didn't see her getting sucked up in the arsehole.
We were talking about the ABCs of Death, which is a movie, and obviously we're not allowed to show what YouTube are already showing anyway. So
Heavy Meadow said I was just about to finish. So did you not see that where she got sucked up inside the arsehole? It went off when they started kissing.
That'll be.
There
you go. It's not because of the fart gas. It's because of the kissing
and the bum cheek.
Oh, the lesbian thing.
Yeah.
I get it. When the
Oh,
girls
so
are
she,
kissing.
she got sucked up in the ass, and then they started kissing, and it went off.
So YouTube are okay with weird, disturbing imagery of being farted to death and being sucked in. When the girls start to kiss, that's it.
It's no different. It's no
Off.
different with Facebook, mate. You know, you call somebody a fucking snowflake, or you get a picture
Oh, yeah.
of a woman breastfeeding her child, where the other one is covered up, and the other one's in the baby's mouth being sucked on.
You can't
People
even see the
report
tit.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even see it, and Facebook take it down. Yet, going back probably about 10 years ago, a mate of mine shared a video from a group on Facebook, and of course, it came up on my news feed, and I'm scrolling down, and all of a sudden, my missus goes, "What the fuck is that?" I went, "Hey, what? That?" And it was literally one woman shitting into the mouth of another woman on one of these sadistic fucking porn groups. I reported it. 2 days later, Facebook got back to me and said, "Thank you very much for your interaction and reporting, but we've not deemed it against any of our Facebook policies, so we've not taken any further action." Oh, what?
Hey?
Seriously? Yeah, it's not. It's you're fine with that, but if somebody calls somebody a faggot on Facebook, they get locked in Facebook jail for 24 hours.
Come here. Jace, come here. Come here. Kev's wondering where he can find it.
Oh, my. Send you the link later. And it's, like my missus thought it was me watching it. I said, no. I said, this is on my news feed.
Bet you nearly got a slap.
Nearly, yeah.
Do you know on Facebook you get the message requests?
Yes.
It's like a spam folder.
Yeah. Some of them I've just deleted, and other ones I've actually replied with, "Why don't you fuck off, you losers? You got nothing better to do." And I don't even get a reply, which is rude.
I send them back. I like the PlayStation 2.
You send them what?
I like the PlayStation.
Ah.
Yeah. When I don't, I'm an Xbox man, but yeah.
There's a game, Need for Speed game, Most Wanted.
Yeah, my boy had that one.
You can only get it on the PS2. It's not. There's two different versions of Most Wanted on that platform, but it's the one.
Most Wanted and Most Wanted Black Edition.
Yeah, it's the.
Did you
it's the
just
first
say that
one.
word?
It's fine. It's not my channel. It's all good.
It was Need for Speed, not White Edition.
Moving on.
Black editions matter. Black editions matter.
Here we go. And people know where I live. I'm gonna die. It's as simple as that.
No, but the thing is, though, we all stood up against the racist cunt, so we're not racist at the end of the day. So. Oh, that troll! Gutted that troll's replied back, Jason.
Oh, I know your Instagram troll.
No, TikTok troll.
Prick.
Oh yeah.
He's one of those, hides behind a blank profile. Scott from Dirt Diggers wants to come on. Blank profile, doesn't post any videos. So what's the point? Yeah, obviously, a 40-year-old virgin with nothing better to do, living in his mum's basement, just trying to sort of harass other people.
Keyboard
That's
warriors.
why I just reacted. I just said I'm laughing face. Replied to it with laughing faces. Because when I seen that, I was just like, ha! That Doug's got steel teeth.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Is that a Bond villain, is it?
Aye. What the fuck?
Right,
You're gonna
Kev.
have to see some sites on TikTok, like.
What the
Wait.
fuck's... See, that's the one thing about TikTok that really fucking does my head in. You get some pointless, stupid videos on there.
Yeah, but she's hot though.
I couldn't give a shit. If I want to watch a hot chick, I'll watch porn.
What's my rabbits? I keep wondering what this bloody noise is. The bloody rabbits go crazy in the hutch.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
I bet they hunt like rabbits.
Not that kind of rabbits. The big annoying furry ones. Mind you, people are filming rabbits, you know, because people are rabbit crazy, aren't they? Like my missus, she loves the rabbits.
Well, I bet she does.
She does.
Kev, are you doing your live stream tonight? Yeah, I think so. Okay.
That's why his computer's slow, because she's mapping the power from it. It's not because it's crap, it's she's just drawing the power out.
You're absolutely spot on there, Mark. It's a lot of women looking for attention on TikTok. And it's the same with these YouTube shorts as well. Pointless videos, half of them.
Like mine.
Mind you, one of the funniest ones I've seen is you got a woman in a towel and she's got her boyfriend behind. She's doing that, and then she does that with a towel, and the boyfriend covers it, but she's actually got like a t-shirt or something on underneath.
Oh, right.
Compilation, she's potentially going to flash, and the boyfriend dives over the cover, but she's actually covered up underneath. They're actually funny to watch.
Yeah, night, Emma. I've got a big
Night, Emma.
Let's get in the block.
What?
Phillips, I don't know. Philip says, what does he say? When I was a kid, there was a guy at the road who made teeth for sheep.
False teeth.
What, the front? They're just the front ones, then?
Big gnashers.
Yeah, because they don't have any teeth in the back.
That might be a thing. Maybe I can make pewter teeth for sheeps.
Wouldn't that be poisonous still?
Possibly.
Try it, Kev. If you collapse, then we know that it's not very good for them.
Yeah, could give it a go.
And you can knock your side projects on the head before it gets started.
Good night, Val.
Good night, Val.
Bye-bye.
That's it. You've upset her with that fucking ass video now.
She didn't see it. The girl kissing bit. She saw the worst bit, but then the good bit came on and it blocked me. So now I'm getting a copyright strike and probably lots of hate mail coming my way. But hey, it's interaction. As long as everyone has a good time.
Don't you get that normally anyway?
Pretty much.
It's just a normal week.
Yeah. Oh, what's come through the post? Oh, look, it's death threats.
Oh, I am planning on going to the post office tomorrow. Planning.
Right.
Why use herpes? They just come and get you. They come and pick your stuff up, sorry. If you can't get to any Hermes places.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot. I've got a pile of stuff, and most of it's just like letter stuff.
Mind you, saying that, your Hermes thing should have been delivered today, but they're probably...
Normally, they just... In fact...
Don't they throw it out your window or something?
Yeah, I might go out and have a wee look, because he's shit. He's properly bad, like...
Who's left to offend? I think most bases have been covered tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. I
They were
think
talking.
I've got probably the,
Oh my God.
the
There we go.
Japanese
Look.
hate me for sure. Hello, Scott.
Norman Collier's in the room. even his movements in stop motion. Look.
Yeah, I've probably got.
Scott, you need to sort out your internet, like, honestly.
I'd wire it into next doors.
Is this on his phone or a computer?
What are these?
I think
Oh,
he's
you have no
used
idea
his
what I
phone
did
as
with
the
you.
what's it? But you were doing it off. You did try swapping to 4G, didn't you? At one time.
Val, you're Scottish. You're never offended. Scottish folk never get offended. We just join
Apart
in.
from when you talk about Nicola Sturgeon.
Exactly.
Don't take the piss out of my bitch.
I'll use the bat trowel on you.
See? He's going to use the back trowel on me. Val's going to break my legs.
Can you
that's-
see all of that? Right, that's scarring from a car crash. So if a car crash can't put me down, you got no chance for that bloody shovel.
Nah. See what it is? I've got two members of Scotland coming to get me in some weird way. Got the lesbians coming to get me. 'Cause I hope
Yeah,
they
the
all hate me
lesbians,
now.
yeah. The Japanese
Japanese-
lesbians.
Yeah, I got the Japan. We're about to go to war with China, so let's just start a war.
You're just getting kamikaze.
See,
Yeah,
you got Konnichiwa, or in that video, it's Konnichiwa.
Oh no, Val's
Val's
going to
getting
break my
breaking
arms
arms
as
and
well.
all.
So.
Who's mine?
That could,
No,
Mine.
Kev's.
Oh,
it could be fun. As long as everyone has a good time. I mean, I might have a good time. You never know.
You never know you might enjoy it.
Might sting a little bit, but I'll be brave and I'll try not to cry.
have you had anything pushed at your bum, Kev?
No.
Not even a doctor's finger for a prostate, or check
Yes.
for poles.
Yeah, I've had that. And I had a camera because I was bleeding once.
Did they spit
Yeah,
on it
camera.
first?
Yeah, they did. It was very gentle, actually.
Good. Nothing worse than going in dry.
But do you know what it is, though? I was totally wide awake for that one. When I had the endoscopy down my throat, when I had the camera down my throat, I was fast asleep.
Even Scott speechless.
Oh,
No, Daddy, stop it.
honestly. You're trying to have a deep conversation. I don't know.
I think the sensible
I'm teasing
conversation
you.
went out the window about 2 hours ago, didn't it?
It went out the window as
for fart?
it went out the window as soon as I played that video.
Yeah, that was it. Then I've got people from all over the world hating me now and wanting to kill me. Scotland as well. So great. So next time I go to Glasgow, probably the end of this year, I'm dead.
Yeah.
What are you going up there for?
My head office is in Glasgow. I got to go up there now and again. For
Well, they
meetings.
should come down. They should come down here.
Oh, they wouldn't do that.
Bigger area.
As I said
Yeah.
before, we only cross the border when we have to.
Yeah, we'll see. I want to talk. No, I won't. I'm not going to mention it because I'll get killed. Us. I was going to mention about this dependency, but I know people are all for that.
What's that?
Aren't you, Val?
And I'll just want to put one wee thing about this, right? Is obviously that they're postponing it, but it's just giving more people that are going to vote for it.
Well, we're talking about this independence again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you voted and you lost. Deal with it, Nicola.
But then we were dragged out of Europe.
Yeah.
Val, go.
Yeah, but we're in this together. Scotland.
No. Right.
So
Wait a wee minute till
My
I find
phone.
whatever Boris
Something.
medicine.
right. Wait a wee minute till I find something. This is not going to offend
Yeah.
anybody.
You won't.
Here we go. You're not going to pick on America, are you? Because now then Scott will be after me. Then I'll be like, what?
No. No. Right. So, share my screen, please. Right. So, Royal Coat of Arms for Great Britain. Right. So you've got the lion, and you've got the unicorn. Right. And
Yeah.
Scotland are that epic that we have a mythical animal as a national animal, but it's only because it's the natural enemy of the lion. But anyway, but look at the differences though. The fucking unicorn's in a fucking chain.
Yeah.
That's the way England looks at Scotland.
No, that's just to stop it from running off and running into something and
Yeah,
getting.
I think you're looking into it a bit too much. That's
Yeah.
No.
What if that
Okay.
unicorn ran across a busy road and
No.
got struck by a horse cart? Then it's just going to get
Yeah.
injured.
No.
It's like having a lead on a dog. It's there to stop it running off and injuring itself.
You're right, Val. We will unchain it.
We'll unchain it.
It's
Here
like when
we
I did
go.
my flag video. It's like when I did my flag video on TikTok. The last.
But hang on, you look at the lion. The lion's got fucking nail varnish on.
Well, yeah.
So what's that say? Nobody's moaning about saying that it's making us look like we're a bunch of
what's his pronoun?
bandits.
But what's
Eh?
the lion's pronoun?
I can't read. It's too small. I don't even know what a fucking pronoun is, Will.
Is it he, him, or is it her, she?
Well, there you go, look.
Or
These people that have never really identified as a particular gender are fucking ripping this off there, saying, look, yeah, we've got this big masculine lion that's wearing nail varnish.
Great. Now I've got gay people after me and transgender people who hated me.
Is it a lion or a lioness?
no,
Or-
it's a lie.
Or a lionette?
Now the thing is though, Kev, right? You're not just going to have like that. You're going to have millennials after you too.
We got to let Scott talk if he can talk.
What's a millennial?
A
Can you hear me?
millennial
Can you hear
is
me? Can you hear
people
me?
that were.
Sounds
Yeah, we can hear you,
Yes,
Scott.
Scott. We can hear you, Scott.
Those were the days.
So, yes.
Oh, that's a lot better. That's a lot clearer.
Yeah, much
Better than
clearer.
last time. I was all messed up in
Yeah.
Yeah, like Norman Collar. I-
Ding dong.
Why didn't that?
A lot
Millennials
clearer.
are kids who are 21. Oh, right.
Yes.
Kev is the
Ones
white
that were
Dave
born
Chappelle.
in the millennium.
Oh,
Philip
God,
Wells.
thanks.
Oh, there we go. We spoke too soon. He's stuttering again.
As in the chat.
I can hear you.
And William Wallace, when he was hung, drawn, and quartered, his last words weren't freedom. It was "Ah, you cunt."
What the fuck?
It probably was.
You sure it wasn't? Oh, do it again.
Well, maybe.
This is just messing with me.
Can you scratch the left one?
See? Now I've got in the entire country of Scotland after me now.
What do you mean the entire country is a little bit on the top of England?
Well, he's no little pal.
I was waiting for a comment then, but I didn't expect it to come so quickly.
If Petter comes in the chat, we can move on to Wales.
Ooh, Wales.
Ooh. Ooh.
So if you look at the entirety of the Scottish territory, it's 3 times the size of English
Ooh.
territory. So
I don't think we should split. I think she
Just
should
say
wind
it.
her neck in.
It's what?
And we are the United Kingdom. We should stick together.
Absolutely. Who's going to pay for Holyrood then?
Together. We are Great Britain.
Okay, seriously.
Exactly, Scott.
I'm not even going to bite properly. I bit straight away, but I'm not even going to bite properly.
I'll just remove myself.
Fucking hell, it's 5 to 12 already. Oh,
Wow.
hello.
Having fun.
Generation X, don't give a
What
crap.
happened? We got
Scott, you have to stop hacking into Macady's Wi-Fi, like.
Yeah. He's got an Ethernet cable on a reel.
Somebody please
Go to McDonald's and then walk home with it.
No, Philip, I got a day off tomorrow. So this is my weekend now.
I know. Hey.
There's something wrong with me.
Yeah, I've got a job to do now. I've got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I was a weekend was for Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Your weekends are Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Scott.
Mine's a Monday, Tuesday.
No, they used to be for years, so I can relate.
Right, okay.
I couldn't do that. I've got to have my weekends have always been the weekends.
What's going on here?
midweek.
What's this? This is new. What's going on there, Jason? What happened?
Movember, isn't it? Grow a mo, save a bro.
Is that what you're
So
doing?
I'm growing a
Right,
mo,
right,
and
right.
I'm saving you lot. I'm saving you lot. I'm a poor man's Charles Bronson, though. It's gone
Thank
great.
you very much for saving me.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to grow a John.
Oh yeah.
North Devon Tetris John moustache, which is going to cross over when he hits silver.
Yeah. That's what the dais is going to be powered on. You don't need a model. You just go over it and then it goes.
Divining rods.
Oh god, there's got to be a meme on. We've got someone do a meme on. John
Some people
moustache.
call him
I'm on it right now.
the wolf tail.
That'll be hilarious.
Wolf tail.
The wolf tail. He'll find that amusing, I think. I hope he does.
How great is that?
You need that just for men, or just colour it in with like.
I've got a Sharpie pen. It's just not. It's not fair that I'm so grey.
Make it same colour as me.
That's not rust colour. That's orange.
Mm.
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 Heavy Metal said something about Dave Chappelle. I've been watching Dave Chappelle recently. Some old Dave Chappelle.
Is there
like
a
a white
6
Dave Chappelle now? Well done, Kev.
Oh yeah.
There is a 6 o'clock in the morning. It's
Is
just yeah. It's between 5 and 7.
What's it like in the States now? It'd be about that time, wouldn't it?
Depends on what side. New York is.
Yeah.
Is it 5 hours, Scott, behind us?
5 hours. Yup.
Yeah.
Same as his lag time.
An hour. Like,
Between 5 and 8
and
hours.
then
Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Hello, buddy.
I think it was 8 hours to Houston. I think.
I actually talk about prospecting just there. Where I was yesterday.
we're going to bed, Australia. Rocky Mountain.
They're in front. Always in front.
Australia's
Right,
like
yeah.
when we go to bed, they're getting up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, like like on a Friday night, we'd be sort of like coming up to a close. Is when PJ's just about getting out of bed. What the fuck? Val is on. She's on her second replacement pulse dive.
Yeah, what is it with the pulse dives? I've heard that they
They're shite.
die. They die because
I
Nathaniel.
haven't had. The only problem I got with mine is that it's got a delay when you turn it on, which is apparently it's recalibrating itself.
I don't know what version Nathaniel had when he came here to visit us, but it couldn't pick up small objects.
If it's low VDI, it could be very, very small. That's the problem. I sometimes have that same issue. I'm rummaging around, got the coil over it. Yeah, it's there, and then I'm hunting around with the pulse dive. If it's really tiny thing, then it can be a bit tricky to find.
Yeah, because I was looking at it and I
The
thought,
pulse dive, it just has the pinpointed tip covers a bigger mass. You know what I mean? So smaller objects, it disappear under a little bit, but it does find it. You know what I mean? It's a bigger area. It's designed to cover a bigger area to find things. It doesn't pinpoint them quick, but it finds them. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's got a big tip on it, so that's why small things get lost under it.
There you go.
It's powerful. It's pulse induction. You know what I mean? It's just one of them wide open things.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked it, but I just hear loads of bad. I hear more bad things about it than good things because that harness I got, the leg harness, it's not for a Garrett pinpointer. It's for a Nocta, and I want to get a Nocta.
It does fit a multitude of pointers. Some are actually just a little bit smaller on the cap end, and will drop through.
Right, yeah, because my Garrett carrot it goes to the end and it's like it sticks.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're shit hot when you're detecting, and you know exactly coil and everything. You don't even need a pointer. You know exactly where it is at the tip of your coil when you're swinging it. You don't even need a pinpointer sometimes. You're just really good at it.
Apparently, the Nocta pointer isn't bad. It's big rotation, so that's good. What's that, Scott? Sorry.
What's that? Sorry, like it's so big.
Who said what's big?
Oh, it's so large.
I don't know which one's lagging here. I keep clicking back and forth. Let me turn this off.
I'll do that. That's funny.
Just threw it together.
Oh, you put that together?
Yeah.
The CPU a little bit. A little better. Handfuls of dirt all over the coil. Philip Will uses dowsing rods. Val said she had 3 Nocta pointers too, going for a what?
Get an MI4.
What's MI4?
That's the one I use.
That's XP.
XP. But honestly, like I've used every other one or had run-ins with every other one.
How is it?
XP is the best one. But,
I quite fancy one that Digger Dawn uses because that goes.
Just do it for people, you know
what I mean?
just forgot to turn it off.
See, she keeps coming up on my suggested to watch videos next. It's because people keep sending me links to watch her.
I know, and I'm not even subbed.
I'm not even subbed. I'm just
not even subbed in this. I don't know how I can't.
What he's doing is he's like watching them so he can have a little moment.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. I'm like that, and then she talks. It's like, ugh.
Nicola met,
You watch it on mute.
Yeah.
Nicola met, I think Nicola in the chat met Digger Gone. She was really
You could watch her on silent and put your own speech in, couldn't you, Kev?
That's what it does.
Like just pop it to the field and just go into a wave, point it over all, and got a coin ball here. Oh, buzz, buzz, buzz. Oh, it's an eddy. It's an eddy.
You sound like Sean off Mike and Sean, the metal detecting channel.
So next.
What's up, Nels? Hey up, lad. Trouble up, Mill.
It's when Sean gets excited. He goes, "Woo! That's better than Terry and Pettikins, that is."
Yeah. Oh, hey, see you later, Ralph. Thank you, buddy.
See you, Ralph.
I put it in a couple of visits. I took, and I did it right after. I tried to do it like him. I don't know if I got it. I was kind of close.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
I possibly might be looking at a new pointer. Yeah, because obviously the Polestar is paired with the Simplex and its headphones. So if I take the Wi-Fi into the field, I'm going to need a pointer of my own. My boy's got one of those cheapy Chinese GP pointers, and it seems to work all right. That's actually got a thinner
Listen,
tip to
I
it
got
as
my
well.
job. You know what I mean? The real important part's the metal detector. The pinpointer, as long as it finds it after you find it with the big machine. You know what I mean? They all do the same job, then job done.
If it wasn't so close to Christmas, Val, I'd probably be up for that.
80 quid.
Oh yeah? Is that true?
That's got to be worth it, isn't it?
Well, they bet 120 quid, are they, Will? For an MI4?
I know the carrots are.
Yeah, buy it for that, Val. It's a pretty decent price. This tattoo machine is dead.
Send it back.
Just buy another one off Wish. I'm not guaranteeing you'll get what you pay for. I mean, you know, every time I buy something, they send me T-shirts.
If he buys a tattoo kit off Wish, it will come as a HP pencil set. you gotta jab it in yourself.
I think it was a key ring. I ordered some key rings, I think, ages ago.
I'd go for that then, Val. 80 quid if it's brand new.
Yeah, buy that, Val. Buy it now.
Kev.
Yeah.
If I ever win anything off you again, don't send me a keychain. You give your keychains that I don't need anymore. If I win anything in the future, just keep the keychain, buddy.
Okay.
Right? I've got enough.
They can't pick up the house keys because there's so many Detective Kev key rings on it.
At least they won't lose the keys.
Kev's face.
My face everywhere.
I feel like Kev's watching me everywhere I go because everything's got Kev's face on it. You can see what I'm doing. Yeah.
I might as well turn my sticker board around and have the Detective Kev sticker board because I've got that many stickers come through Kev's.
That's crazy.
I've still not got a single Kev sticker.
You've got one in the post.
Only one? I had two.
Yeah, it might be two.
Ooh, if it's only one, he's going to be disappointed now.
But he's got a special key ring.
Oh,
was it as good as the key ring I sent you?
It's probably the same one.
No, I've got that one here somewhere.
How many times can that do the rounds?
I should put it in an envelope and send it to somewhere random. I don't know. CJ in Canada.
It says he's got a box full of them.
When's the skull coming? The skull? Yeah, I'll post it out Wednesday.
Hey, you guys, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Are you with me?
Yeah.
All right, you guys, in all one form or another, right? Even the Scottish, everybody had Celts, right? Right? Your humble beginnings, right?
Yeah.
All right. I got a coin right here I found. I'm not, you don't have to, don't large screen me, because it ain't
Okay.
going to come in. But that coin right there is one of the coins ever, right? I'm just sharing this with you because Circle, I want you guys to see it exclusive. All right. I even got a book. British, right? And go to the Iron Age section. This is how this coin is. It's so, all right. You go to the Celtic unit section, right? It's got every Celtic unit ever made except mine. Mine's not even in there. It's not even in the book. It's stupid, stupid rare. There's only 3 examples of it. And I found it, and I'm just sharing it with you guys right now. This is part of your British heritage. Yeah.
Could it be a forgery of its time, Scott?
Unit.
That's pretty good.
No,
That's
it's
fucking brilliant.
been acknowledged as such.
I was just wondering, like that
Process
Roman
right
that
now.
I had, you know, it's a
Kev was talking
forgery
about.
of
I
its
did the
time.
right thing.
So.
I got in touch.
Ow.
Oh yeah, well, there's
Celtic
so many
coins
Romans.
wise.
It's so mass produced. If you think about it, I mean, over here, who wouldn't think it? I mean, they think everywhere in Britain's got Romans, for crying out. It's not true. You know, don't go to South Wales.
Celtic coin wise,
Romans.
like up here, we didn't have any coins. It was just traded in bullion and livestock.
Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Does anybody have any recommendations for an extra metal detector? We'll be using it as an extra when taking vets out, detecting for free here. I'd probably say if you're looking something that can be folded down and compact, maybe something like the Go Find 44.
See, I would say Vanquish 540.
But if you want, there is that. But then like the Go Find series, they fold up and compact down quite small to fit in a rucksack. And my boy's Go Find 22 wasn't
Rocky
bad.
Mountains,
The only
you're
thing
in Colorado,
was
right?
was it was missing a pinpoint.
I'll leave that one
Rocky
for you
Mountain,
guys.
if you're in Colorado, we're like UK people over here. We're over here in Great Britain. I don't think we really know. You'd have to get a hold of somebody in your area to detect. I'm sure there's clubs or something. You'd have to just Google your area and then type in metal detecting afterwards. And you might have a little group.
Adventures with Goats. He uses a Go Find.
Yeah, he does.
If you go on to Adventures with Goats, look on his channel. He does a lot of detecting out in the mountains and all that, and he takes his Go Find with him.
He has been half shedding some weight as
Yeah,
well.
he sure does.
Fucking hell.
I need to catch up with him, mate. I've not seen him for ages, to be honest. Ever since he when he moved.
No, he was moved. He split up with his wife. Then they were back together again.
He got a divorce from his wife and he put this video out.
Oh.
Yeah, because he
did a video
moved
right when he got kicked out.
He had the new flag room.
He was all pissed off on the road, and he was like, "Yo."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was expecting to like divorce roadshow, after prospecting. It was crazy goat adventures, right?
Oh dear. Yeah, right. Philip's right there. I see most Americans do tend to use a Garrett, don't they? Of some description.
It's an American machine, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's because they're trying to find everything as well.
Listen,
Like
it says
cannonballs is a big find for them. So. No offense, Scott.
Yeah, it's a good the Go Find range. You can get.
This is how I listen. I'm open and friendly about political stuff. I'll just tell you how I am about it. It's how I feel. You can make fun of the president all you want because they come and go but the country will always be there. So you can't make fun of the country. Make fun of the president all you want. How's that? Fair? 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 That's
Who
deal.
was making fun of the country?
I was laughing at Trump jokes. I love them. Oh,
Trump jokes.
don't go there.
Trump is a joke.
Do you know what he reminded me?
Yeah, I know.
And
Don't make
this
me
is
get out my Orange Celtic. Don't make me get it out. Right?
Do you remember the Tango advert?
Which one?
The bold if you stuck hair on that bald man, the big he used to come up to go, oh, here it comes.
Yeah.
It was
remember
brilliant
that guy.
adverts.
No.
I do. He made me want to buy Tango all the time. It was awesome.
Tango's disgusting.
I know, but
They banned that advert, didn't they? Because there were so many kids going around the playground slapping each other.
It wasn't just there; it was like literally random people at the.
I think it was because one kid actually suffered a perforated eardrum because they actually slapped him around the ears rather than the cheeks.
Yeah, but it was funny though.
Oh yeah, not for the poor kid who's still going, hey.
What about the other one? The Napoleon who come out with a big orange wet glover.
I've just been toast.
What the fuck?
They changed that slap one to the kiss, didn't they? Covered the old mate and went.
You've been Tango.
Right, guys, I'm getting caught a night of that.
Yeah,
you're not the only one, mate. I think.
Yeah, I think we're all off for the second. Yeah. God, it's like look at the time. It's 12:15.
Cool. I was only going to come on for an hour as well.
Sorry.
Fuck's sake, Kev.
I know. What
It's
hell?
okay. I've got you a copyright infringement, so I feel better.
Yeah, sorry, ruining your evening there. Jesus.
Oh yeah, I've got a message.
Yeah, sorry we ruined your evening.
I've got a message. Live stream copyright notice.
It's been real, you're right, Philip. It's been real. It's been fun, but it has been real funny. You know?
I don't get. Was it? How can it be a copyright infringement if you have shared another video that's on YouTube?
Oh fuck knows. Due to a copyright match, your stream was interrupted. Streams are interrupted when copyright content is detected. Sincerely, your
There's a
YouTube
new option
team.
you
Well,
gotta
at least
click.
it was polite.
People can share parts of your vid now.
Yeah.
There's a new. You gotta when you upload a video, go to the bottom now. There's a new thing you have to unclick it because it allows people to take sample of your videos now, and you got to unclick that.
I've done a video on
that. Is that when you upload a video, Scott, or can you just dive in now?
No, it's when you upload it.
Right.
It's right at the bottom of the first screen.
I don't know.
Yeah, but what?
I don't know
if you upload direct from a phone, like I do, is that option still on the phone?
Yeah, I think it's automatically ticked, but I think you have to be on a laptop.
It's already.
I'm not sure. It might be able to be done in the studio.
Right.
The studio app. I mean, maybe. Maybe. I know. Good night, whoever's going. See you later. Hey, thank you guys for letting me share that. By the way, I'm just really proud of it because it's British history.
No, yes,
I'm not British,
mate.
but I found it on your soil. With you.
Yeah, we'll.
The world most part of me. You know what I mean? I don't have to go to the museum, sitting in a drawer where nobody's going to see it.
Yeah, we'll look forward to hearing more about it, mate. Right, yeah, so we're going to end it there, I think. Thank you all for coming on. And well done to Ed Booth.
I'm glad I got through, to be honest with you. Thank you.
It was a bit hit and miss, but we got you there
Thank you
eventually.
for having good reception to my output. I was trying to connect with you, but my connection was here and yours was way over here, and I finally shot out there. We bonded. Our connections made it, Kev. I'm proud to be here.
Yeah, we got you. We got you there.
You shot your load, Scott.
We felt it all. Wait.
I shot it right out there. You got it. You well got it. I shot it way out there.
That's fine. Everyone had a good time. That's all that matters. Right.
That's right. Ken.
Until the
When you
next
go
one.
live again next. Tell everybody when you go live again.
I'll be going next Monday with the giveaway. We'll also be going live on Robert Hunter Collinson's show this Friday at 8 o'clock. Be there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, but thanks a lot, Scott, Will, and Jason.
Yeah, that's good news, man.
And we shall see you all on the next one.
Bye.
Ciao.
See you later.